JoJo. Way that I stay on my podcast. I've been on ESPN all day. Only break that I take is to dodge cash. I don't stop with the beat, ain't no ball hog. Need a tag in this beat, no dog park. Got the crack in the screen, still log on. Now I'm back on my Dean, can't fall off. Yeah, top of the league, I was a hot topic. Over the feet, I'm on top of the green. So I'm Copper Supreme, me and the gang in this thing. Ain't no stopping the team, so you should be following me. I can see it all coming, I've been watching the stream. Put a call to my mom, put a call to the queen. Get a call from my job, say I'm on it 15, I'm gone. Headphones and highlights. Headphones and highlights. Headphones and highlights. Headphones and
What's going on, everybody? You guys know we're back. Headphones and highlights. I'm Carlos. We got Peter and we got Asim here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
It is Wednesday. Sorry, I almost said Tuesday. Wednesday, February 18th. We are back. It is about 9 something on the East Coast. It's about 6:20 for us on here on the Pacific side of the spectrum. And we got a good episode here in store for you guys. To start off, we do want to just call Asim out here. He promised you guys a live stream or,
Live stream?
initial thoughts of the All-Star game, and he failed to do that for you guys. So
I have a reason. So I had to work this weekend or last weekend. So I was basically working from 8 to 8. And by the time I got home, I was just straight up cooked. And that Sunday, I literally just put it on while I was at work for the USA versus World. So that one I was able to watch on my phone at least. As far as slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, the stars were. Was it the
Rising Stars?
Yeah, Rising Stars and the celebrity game. It was all just watching the highlights and stuff on it. But
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna be trash." I'm not watching it. I'm not spending my time. Actually, ended up not being too bad. Sunday wasn't too bad, up until like the last game. But
that last game was bad.
But yeah, we could start with Sunday, for that All-Star weekend. It turned out, what's his name? Wemby was the one that was actually putting in the effort. So everybody else was like, yeah, let's put in some effort. And it turned out to have some good close games.
Mm-hmm. Couple buzzer beaters.
Yeah, a couple of them. I'm not saying that I am regretting the Scotty Barnes trade that we did, but it hurt seeing Scotty hit a game winner. But Scotty and Ingram was in the All-Star, so I'll take the trade. Scotty had a game winner. Oh, Kawhi, you watch Kawhi just going like an absolute he was on fire. The man was he was locked in. He was on autopilot mode, like on his Terminator, and was just hitting everything, and got the game-winning shot. So, and then Anthony Edwards, at the end, he just took over. Hence why he's got the MVP. But yeah, it turned out being more entertaining than we thought. So hopefully it stays that way next year. As far as dunk contests and 3-point contests, Rising Star was pretty good too.
Well, hold on, real quick, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of the actual All-Star game?
I'm gonna be short and quick with my opinion on this. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it. First of all, I didn't even know it was that early in the day for the East Coast. Well, for you guys too. It was like at like 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm like, what? I was so lost. When I saw that I remember Saturday, I like got home from work and I was like, the dunk contest is over, and so is the 3-point contest. Like, what happened? And then I just didn't even bother to watch it on Sunday. I knew it wasn't going to be. I don't care, honestly. Until the NBA does something different, I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. Honestly,
For what?
I
The
agree.
dunk?
no, everything like the
Just
whole
all of it?
All-Star weekend,
Mhm.
all of All-Star weekend, they got to change it up. It's whack. They're just
That's what they've been doing. They've been
it's
trying.
whack,
They've been
bro.
doing it.
It's no,
This
there's no stakes. There's nothing in for the players to win and stuff and take it serious. As you guys were literally said, you literally said it. It seemed like Wemby was the only one that was going hard for the world
No.
at first.
It was a couple players, but the games, like once Wemby was like, the one that said I'm setting the tone, everybody else followed with that. So
Not only
it
that,
ended
and then
up-
you have like the players that like LeBron, Luka, Giannis.
Yeah,
all these
they
players are
wasn't-
like, nah, I'm not playing. Jokic as well. They're like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not playing.
it,
It's like
it was
it's whack.
Luka.
We want to see the
and
best
Joker.
players in the world, and like unfortunately, like this is where the MLB All-Star game is. That's why I like it so much, because the best players in the world, they will play and they go
Mhm.
hard on each. Like they go hard. Like you'll see a Paul Skeens, and he's gonna be in there, going up against Aaron Judge, and he's for damn sure throwing 100 or 102 mile per hour fastball. Yeah, they're having fun, but they want to compete and they want to win, and I just don't see that in the All-Star game.
And I agree with that take, just because like I was watching Mind the Game, LeBron's podcast, and he even said he got to a point where like this is what is his 20th All-Star game, and he's just like, he feels happy and like thankful that he's still playing at this type of a level. He's at the All-Star game, but like a side of him wants to just take the weekend off and just give his body rest. And like I
So then he
can't like
shoulda-
say like
He should have
what's
just
up with the
declined
league
it.
right now.
He should have just been like, I'll take the rest. I don't want to be in the All-Star. That's what didn't Harden decline being in the All-Star?
I get that, but
or
I
they
mean,
didn't-
it's
This
just-
year, no.
Yeah.
This year, no. He got traded to a whole different conference, so technically he didn't qualify for the All-Star game.
Oh, okay.
but it's still like there's no, when we grew up watching the All-Star game, the best of the best wanted to like play each other, like I still remember Kobe calling out LeBron like, no, come on, I want you right now, like this is our moment. Patted his hands on the court, like, drew the line, and like you don't see that nowadays. Like nobody wants to compete each other with each other.
No,
The
now it's
closest thing that we got to two great players actually competing against each other was when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown dueled it out at the All-Star game, because they were on different teams.
If you watch the game today was probably one of the better top All-Star games.
I was on duty and I watched the day two, the actual game, like some of it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad watching it, but it didn't give me that same thrill that I used to get before.
Trust me, watch the highlights of the games for the first, second, third. Was it like I forgot how many? Yeah, they played 4 games. So the third up to the third game is straight hoops. Okay, like they was out there hooping for real.
I will say Kawhi scared me. I thought he was coming for my boy's record, but thankfully, he cooled off in the final game. So,
but I mean, I think the tide has turned for the All-Star game specifically. All the other stuff, like 3-point shootout, is fine. It's cool that Dame came in. I think I called it with Dame winning. He won. So then you got the only issue is just the dunk contest. It's like, how do you fix the dunk contest? What do you do?
Can I just say it? That was the worst dunk contest ever.
Bro,
Yeah, I mean,
that dunk contest was horrible. Like, I didn't watch it. I just saw the highlights. That was terrible. Wow. First of all, Jackson Hayes is the tallest player in there. So you would think like, all right, well, this guy's gonna have some hops. He's gonna do some moves. He does the most
No.
basic dunk package ever. Like the man had no VC, so like it's just terrible dunks. So then the other guy, I have no clue what he even did. He was insignificant. You had Jace Richardson, who did the funniest thing ever. He went to dunk.
I wouldn't say it's funny.
Throw
Bro.
off the it was hilarious.
Oh, no.
The side of the backboard, proceeds to fall. I think was hilarious. And then the winner, the guy from the Heat, I don't even know none of these players' names except for Jace Richardson. The winner, he has the better dunks, but again, they were like, and he's just dancing the whole time. Like, really? Like this is what the dunk contest is? Like the man just won because he was just dancing? Like, it was terrible. It was literally terrible. And then on top of that, I'm gonna go back to the 3-point contest. Good for Dame. I'm happy for Dame to win, especially on a torn Achilles. But how dare everybody else allow this injured man to come in there and beat everybody? He has not a lick of basketball played this season, and he whipped everybody's ass. That's crazy.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Booker was pretty close, so they're actually
Booker was
competing.
balling.
Yeah, they're actually competing in the 3-point contest. It's just, Lillard is just he's just automatic and can get hot. So
I understand that, but I'm saying the man hasn't been playing all year, and you guys have. Y'all should be ashamed.
That don't mean you can't shoot a 3.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's just like in baseball. In baseball, like for example, right now it's spring training. Just because a pitcher can throw 102, 103, he's in spring training right now. He's not going to throw 100, 203 after having a couple months off. You get what I'm saying? So that's my thing. So I get that like Dame is a shooter and he's a really good shooter. But again, the man hasn't been he hasn't played in a while. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah,
all these other people, like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Somebody burning something up in the house.
Los's house is just... Oh, a seam left. What happened? Oh, no. Right when we said what we did want to have no technical difficulties. Here we go with the technical difficulties. Let's see what
clicked on the screen by accident, and it like opened up a different tab.
Bro. Carlos got the fire, the smoke detectors going on.
I had the wrong.
Yeah, you left. I'm like, what's happening?
And it just...
Nah, you're good. But yeah, I don't know. I would say the All-Star weekend was a thumbs down. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying with the All-Star game. Just the whole weekend in itself was just a thumbs down. I don't know. What would you say? Do you think it was a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle?
They have to like rework some stuff. I mean, I don't know what they can do as far as getting the good dunkers to dunk, because it's like, what is there to lose by you not participating in to participate in the dunk contest? Like, you got so many good dunkers in the NBA right now, so why not? Why would you not want to do that? So it's I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how it changed from people like Blake Griffin and Dwight Howard wanting to be up in the dunk contest, be like, I want to win that top dunker, and winning it. And why not John Morant? Why not Edgecombe?
Los, I asked the Seam, and I want your answer to this too. What would you give the All-Star weekend in a whole? Like, would you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle? I gave it a thumbs down. A Seam said he have it a thumbs in the middle.
Overall, I'm still giving it a thumbs down. It's like in between down. It's like down and middle. Like, I want to give it like this. I'm happy that Dame got to win the dunk or the 3-point contest, because I predicted that one. I went back on the files and I looked at the predictions.
I think I picked Donovan Mitchell. Didn't I pick Donovan
You
Mitchell?
picked Donovan Mitchell and
I did, yeah.
Asim. He picked two people that
Wait,
didn't even
who?
make it out of
I
there.
pick? Didn't I pick Booker? Or no? I said like it's probably gonna be Lillard. That's what I said.
Picked,
I said part of me think.
If I remember
Oh,
correctly, you were like
I said
Bobby Portis, and then you thought you were like jokingly,
Oh
and
my
then you,
god!
Oh yeah, I said Bobby Portis.
Hey yo,
so
craziness.
So yeah, but so like that's cool. I feel like the 3-point contest is the and you also said Tyrese Maxey. Sorry, by the way, guys. That episode we had technical difficulties with the audio. I finally got Peter's audio file back, and
Took
like
forever.
it wasn't working. I couldn't get it to sync up with everything, so we just canned it. It's in my computer
Good one.
files, but eventually some of the clips of that will come up to life. I didn't have enough time this week. I'm gonna do that probably since I got more time now that I'm in a walking boot. I'm going to put out some shorts so that way you guys can hear Asim and myself argue about certain things.
AJ Brown.
So that's pretty cool. But back to the oh yeah, trust me. But back to the question on hand here. So I think the 3-point contest is the only thing that like the All-Star game is doing correctly in my opinion. Stars are in there. You got Devin Booker, you had Tyrese Maxey, Damian Lillard. I don't know why Bobby Portis was in it. I don't get it. But whatever, I guess that's funny to see for some of the people that watch basketball. Like, Bobby Portis really thinks he's a elite 3-point shooter. I guess you can get a laugh out of that, but I feel like that's fun to see. The actual All-Star game itself, like the formatting, I didn't really like it because there was only one World's team to 2 American teams, and like you kind of had to like separate the American team. To me, I really didn't like that. I wish it would just keep going back to East versus West All-Star game.
I think they can keep the world.
You saying no, but I personally like that just because it looked at one point like the East or like the West or like the World All-Star team had all the big men, and then like they had to add players in to make it even.
That's the thing.
And
it still made it competitive. It's more competitive than
it was
East
competitive
versus
to an
West
extent
last year, and I feel like they can do something a little bit different maybe, because kind of what they did with the American like stars and stripes. One of the teams was like the older teams where it was Bron, KD, and what's the name? Bron, KD, and a couple other people. Curry wasn't on that team. He was hurt.
Steph.
No, LeBron played. Yeah, he did.
So LeBron didn't play either, didn't he? Oh no, he did. Yeah. My bad. But he was. But Curry took the pictures for the team.
Then you had the younger,
so he was there. I seen
American team. So it's kind of like you had the young versus all. Yeah, Kawhi. Yeah. So you had the young versus
Kawhi. Kawhi was on the
American, and then you had the world. So if they can, I don't know, do the format, would just have USA versus world, and just have it, a longer game maybe, or just have it like college basketball style, like timing of just 2 quarters. Maybe that'll work. So I think he did a good job.
I don't know. I didn't like it. And then the dunk contest, like just do away with it at this point. That was an embarrassment at this point. You were better off just paying Mac McClung a couple $1 million to go in there and perform dunks for us and give us a show. Because just the one dunk that he did, like laughing around training, he was like, "Oh yeah, I could have had a better dunk than all of them." I was like, "Yeah, that was a better dunk than the entire All-Star weekend." And like, they need to do away with that. The Rising Stars game, I didn't really get to see it, but I'm happy that they do it. That's one of the games that I do see the premises of it, just to like highlight some of the rising talent that's in the NBA. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe. I like him. He's a stud of a player. been a fan of him since they drafted him. I said he's going to be a stud. You can see the hunger in his eyes, especially when he was out there crying, talking about how he lived with a generator for 7 years. Like, and when he plays, you see it. He's hungry, and it makes it exciting. So, and the celebrity game, they can just do away with that too. I don't really care for celebrities, and like, cool, you guys are playing basketball and embarrassing yourselves. Like, I don't want to see it.
Real quick, next year's 3-point contest should be pretty good because Dame, after he won, he posted like a screenshot of a message that he sent to Steph. He's like, "Yo, next year, me, you, Clay, Booker, and like 2 more shooters." And Steph said, "For sure, I'm gonna tell Clay, like I'll convince him to do it." And Booker's down for sure. So if it's them 4, the 3-point contest is definitely going to be really fun, and then you can just get 2 other shooters somewhere.
Retire and marry
100%.
Meg Thee Stallion. He ain't thinking about no basketball no more. It's over for him. He ain't touching the basketball ever again.
Oh man,
No, he'll do that at least. And I feel like even if you retire, I wouldn't mind seeing like some of the younger retirees go in and perform in like a 3-point contest type of performance.
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
I heard that, and people was
that would
like,
be fun.
They're not going to want to hurt their legacy. They don't want to hurt their legacy.
They don't hurt their legacy. It's a 3-point
be out
contest.
the game for so long. You think how old Dirk?
Like a Dirk or something like
in
that.
His 50s.
Dirk, Steve Nash, in his 50s. Yeah,
Let's
he
see.
can still shoot that pill.
100%.
Or I saw this. I don't know. I don't know who I heard this from. I don't know if it was one of y'all. If one of y'all said it, y'all deserve all the credit. Or if I heard it somewhere else, somebody said the way you fix All-Star Weekend is you get, for the 3-point contest, you just get a whole bunch of like centers that can't shoot threes, and you just like let them chuck threes all like the whole time.
You did get Cat. You're saying.
No, but like centers that have like terrible 3-point percentages, like they're like below 10s. So you're talking about like Dwight Howard's. Well, Andre Drummond's a little better now at the threes, but back then he was terrible. Like people like that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. And just get like some rim grazers that be.
I'd rather see just random people, random celebrities shoot.
Please don't.
Than a 3-point contest.
No. I'm not okay with that.
Or for the dunk contest, how about you get like 4 not NBA players, like just random people, like football players that can actually dunk, and give them like a chance. I'll do that too.
Aren't there professional dunkers? Like, I'd rather just see that.
There are, yeah. That'd be cool too.
What I would like, actually, and I just thought of this right now, what I would like, and I'm not sure if like somebody else has came up with this idea. How about like the people who get into the All-Star game, right? The main All-Star game. Those, let's say, how many, 20 people that get into the All-Star game, 20, 25 people that get in.
Yeah.
Just do a round-robin Swiss one-on-one basketball tournament. First to like, let's say 10 points.
So
that would be fun. That way we can actually get some of these matchups that we would like to see.
Going one-on-one.
How about like a Sweet 16 type of thing, like a Sweet 16, so that the players don't get tired, like in a round robin. Like make it like a Sweet 16, like stack them up against each other, and then that'd be fun. Yeah, I like that. Like
come on, if they would have did that, this would have got KD versus
LeBron.
None of them going
one-on-one with each other.
Kawhi versus.
It'll make it fun.
But that would be, but
it would make it fun.
But it would make it fun for sure. Yeah.
They're like, I'm not trying to get crossed up
a sweet like 32,
young
16 on each side.
Say I'm 40. What do I look like defending?
Listen, I'm sure. I'm sure some of them would be down.
Anthony Edwards would do whatever.
Anthony Edwards
just to prove that he's the best.
Yeah, 100% Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous, a lot of these players would be down for it.
Imagine trying to go one-on-one with Wemby.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Not possible.
Oh my god!
It's crazy work.
Yeah. That'd be
Hey,
crazy.
so enough of the All Star weekend. We got NBA action coming back. What do you guys think about some of these injuries that today they just announced? You got Sabonis out for the year, Kyrie Irving not returning, Joel Embiid is missing tomorrow, and
Zach Levine out for the year.
Zach Levine, I forgot about him.
Franz Wagner, he's out indefinitely. It's a lot of injuries, man.
You could say injuries, or you could say
I know,
tanking.
Man. A lot of injuries.
Tanking. Got quote unquote tanking.
So I could see the Kings tanking. But like the Magic are a playoff team, so like
I guess this is an unfortunate event.
I don't see why would they would want to.
Well, they said it was like 3 weeks before they reevaluate with him. So yeah, you ain't gonna make it.
I know. I'm about to just drop him in fantasy, dude.
He got a high ankle sprain. Yeah, if he's gonna be out indefinitely,
you got Tatum now.
Drop him.
It's gonna be. Good. Yeah. You got Tatum.
I gotta wait.
20 minutes
I gotta wait. Well, yeah,
and not back to back.
So for me, the way I see it, the Kyrie injury, I expected it. It's a torn ACL. That's tough to come back from, especially him, like how quick he is, his movements, his crossovers. Mm-hmm. I think the Mavericks ain't going nowhere this year. Just take the rest of the year off, heal it up, and next year, like you'll have a full year of Cooper Flag in your development in your team. So like y'all can like work on something. I mean, Cooper Flag's been doing good this year so far. I mean, leave him alone. Let him keep developing as like a point forward before Kyrie comes back. Franz Wagner, that's a tough one because like Lo said, the Magic are actually in like playoff contention. They're still in there. So I don't know if that's tanking. I just think that he's really hurt. Apparently he's missed 25 of his last 29 games. So he's missed a lot of time and he's really good. He's a really good player. Los, I traded him to Los, so Los knows like when he's healthy in the fantasy, he's really good. He puts up a lot of points. But yeah, if he needs rehab and they're gonna do more tests, I don't know, man.
It's recoverable, but it's gonna take a lot of time.
Yeah. Sabonis and Zach Levine being out for the year, that's definitely tanking. There is no doubt about it. I mean, for sure, Sabonis coming back from a torn meniscus is crazy, and he was still balling. But
thumb surgery,
and Zach Levine having he had like a torn ligament in his hand. Oh yeah, his thumb. Those two, I think that because of how they were doing, I mean, Sabonis was definitely playing really good. Levine wasn't really doing that good this year, but I just think that the Kings are like, yeah, we tanking. Like, just go ahead and have y'all surgeries. And bro, the Jazz are next. The Jazz are about to do that next. The Jazz are going to be next too. They're going to shut down all their players.
I hope they keep Laurie active for another couple weeks, man.
As soon as he starts scoring some points,
that is a gamble. Yeah, it's tough.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, we don't even know about Giannis either. Is Giannis about to come back? Is he going to be out for the rest of the year? Are they going to shut him down? Like the Bucks ain't got nothing either. Nah, but there was the rumor that like the Bucks are going to shut him down for the year. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. So we'll see. We don't even know, man. So
I got a question here with that. Okay, so obviously we expect Giannis to get traded in the offseason. I think that's already been known. How about the Kings? Do you think they move assets? Like I could see them moving a Zach Levine. Can a team maybe offer up enough picks to get Sabonis onto their?
I think with how Levine's playing, I think he's just coasting. He's just getting that check and chilling.
I mean, you're in the Kings. You're in Sacramento. Like, you're not really playing for anything. But I mean, a championship team that's like missing piece could be him. Maybe they take a gamble on him. Maybe he's willing to play a lesser role and come off the bench as a sixth man.
Let's see.
On a better team.
Making a lot.
The problem is he's making a lot of money. He's got a player option. He got player option for next year, and it's $48 million. So it's like, I don't know, man. That was the tough thing about the Bulls when they were trying to move him. Nobody wanted the contract. It's bad. I mean, the only good thing is that you'd only take him on for the year, so it's more enticing there as opposed to like before. Like, I mean, you was gonna have to take him on for multiple years. So like, if you have a playoff contention team, you can get him. He's like a good. He'll probably score like 20 some points for you at least, and he'll have like 4 or 5 rebounds at least. So he's decent. And like Lo said, if he can do something off the bench, that's a good spark off the bench. The problem is, I would say he's just too inconsistent. He's super inconsistent. Sometimes he's lighting it up from threes, and sometimes he's terrible.
That's why. That's why I said like a bench role would be perfect for him.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree. But he's getting paid, bro.
Yeah,
he's getting paid $48 million to a bench player is crazy. But 1 year deal.
39 games played, 37 games started. What was it? Field goal percentage 0.479. Was it 3-point percentage 0.390?
Yeah, so like 40%. That's like, it's good from there. But the thing is like he's inconsistent. Sometimes he's really good, and then sometimes he's bad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the fact that like this year he's averaging 19.2 points per game.
Yeah.
Which is his lowest since 2023, which was 19.5. His field goal percentage is the lowest since that since that year too. His 3-point percentage is 39%. It's his worst since that same year too, 2023. So you're talking about like he's at a low right now because the last 2 years he was better.
Said he's one of the only 5 players with a career plus minus of negative 2,000 or worse.
Jesus.
The only
I
don't know.
I don't know. I just see it like if a team's willing to take that contract on off the bench, it's not a terrible thing. And then like kind of like what Boston did this year with Anthony Simon. Anthony Simon was making $28 million off the bench, and like we traded him high. We made him decent. We kept showing out that he could be a serviceable player. He was the inferno for us off the bench, and next thing you know, we traded his contract away for Nikolai Vucevic, and it worked out. It was a win-win. I could see that happening with another team. Maybe let's see like the Cavaliers. They might need a spark off their bench. They're willing to take the gamble. That's perfect because they have Donovan Mitchell, they have a James Harden, they have a Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. They don't need him to be a 1, 2, or third option. It could be, hey, we need some spark off the bench, put in Zach LaVine, give him the ball, let's see what happens. It's not his night. All right, we'll put him back on the bench and we'll just play hard defense and try and grind this one out.
Yeah. I don't think they'll get a lot of stuff back for Zach. Now, Sabonis is a definite that's a good one.
I could see him getting shipped too.
I could see him getting traded. Not because the Kings are like, well, we don't need you or nothing like that. I just think that his value is at a high right
surgery
now.
For a torn meniscus. So we're talking about recovery. Yeah,
don't matter. He had the torn meniscus before, and he came back and he was balling.
Yeah,
it didn't affect him. That's what I'm saying. For him, it's different. Like a torn meniscus to like a Kyrie is different. He needs that. Like that's his whole. I mean, not he needs it, but like that's important to his game. He's quick. He does a lot of cutting. Sabonis is not like that. Sabonis
he's also
is
29,
power forward, and he plays 30, like that.
So,
yeah,
perfect.
He'll be fine.
Still
in the prime of his career. That guy. If Jaren Jackson got like how many picks did they get for Jaren Jackson? Like 3-4 picks. You could get at least like 1 or 2 for Sabonis at least from some team.
Real quick, like can you just Jared Jackson went for 3 first-round picks.
Crazy,
and yet Dallas, you could only get 1 for Luka Doncic. I'm never gonna let that one go. I'm sorry, it's just never gonna happen. That was the biggest robbery in NBA history.
I think they got more for Anthony Davis than they did for Luka Doncic.
Crazy. Like Nico
Yeah.
Harris, I hope somebody
Well,
slaps
he's
you in the
fired,
face.
so
Yeah.
the damage is done.
You still deserve it.
You know
That
who I
was-
could see I could see Sabonis going
It's
to
gonna
and
be a Laker.
actually being pretty good. No. Oh, well, I mean, you're getting rid of LeBron. LeBron, that's a lot of money. Now, I don't think so, though. I think this might sound crazy. I don't know. I don't know, man. This kind of works. Kind of. I can see him going to the Bucks. I can see that, like, a pairing if Giannis stays. I can see that. Sabonis and Giannis. That'd be a crazy 1-2 punch right there. I like that, actually. I can see that for the Bucks.
Asim, just know if I see you anytime between this and next year,
'Cause I keep saying
we have
Lakers.
to catch a fade.
That's just your kryptonite when I say the word Lakers.
Bro, why do you want to make this team good?
Because doesn't
For the
the Lakers
for the
because you
fans
always want to
listening-
send a team to the Lakers.
For the fans listening, Los obviously is a big Laker hater, and he hates it whenever anybody says like the Lakers could use this person.
But
get
it's
this
okay
person.
when
He's
the
like,
Celtics
no,
do it.
They have enough.
But it's okay if
championships.
Celtics get
Leave them
Sabonis.
alone.
We earned Sabonis.
Bro, we earned ours, okay? I don't want Sabonis.
Okay.
We got Vooch.
So-
I'm okay with Vooch. We can't afford Sabonis. But like they rot so for example, this is my thing with the Lakers for all you guys that want to know, okay? It's not that they have as many because we have a lot of championships. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that they robbed a team for Luka Doncic and a fucking dumbass accepted that trade offer. They keep getting saved. Like that's a franchise that for some reason, and I get it, you want to play in Los Angeles, the luxuries of LA, but they're that franchise that like any superstar wants to let's just go to the Lakers. They could have drafted Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. No, they picked Lonzo Ball and they picked D'Angelo Russell in back-to-back years. Like people want to shade my
Ingram
team
too.
because we drafted phenomenally well. Jaylen Brown, people thought was a reach when we drafted him. When we drafted Jason Tatum, everybody was all hyping Markelle Fultz. And when we traded away the Markelle Fultz pick, we said we were going to draft the same guy at 1, at 3. But nobody was looking at Jason Tatum. It's not our fault that our scouting department showed who to draft correctly. Them, on the other hand, they fell for the D'Angelo Russell hype. They fell for Lonzo Ball's hype.
You can't say Lonzo. You
That's
can't
a
say
team
fell
that
for
just-
because Lonzo Ball got injured, so he just he couldn't sustain. He couldn't sustain in the
Brother,
league
his
with
dad
just
hyped
injuries.
him up so much. No, his dad. There's no way you could even after their rookie year that you can go back and be like, yeah, Lonzo Ball was such a better pick than Jason Tatum at the time. It wasn't. Even if you look at them in college, like there's no way you're going to look at Jason Tatum and Duke and be like, yeah, no,
you can say
Lonzo
this.
Ball deserves to get.
You go to the
drafted before him.
NBA in general, it's a
And-
big thing. But when you go to the Lakers, it's just the legacy behind the Lakers. You got to maintain that standard of you're on the Lakers. You're following up the greats. The GOATs. So that should be the goal for the next person that's coming in on the Lakers. That you want to be that next GOAT on one of the greatest teams in the league. So
why
it's the same
does
thing.
that
It's
not
the same
happen
thing.
with the Celtics?
I'm
We have
saying,
more
so why is it an
championships than
issue
them.
when
I hate that's one thing that I hate, and then they want to call them the most decorated franchise in NBA history when we literally have more championships than them. I fucking hate that team. I do. I literally hate that team, and it bothers me every time because I get it. If it's a Lakers fan who's like, yeah, I would love this person on my team. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna disagree with you because I hate your team, but or I might even agree with you. There are moments where I'm like, that would be a great signing for the Lakers right now. I would hate to see it, but Asim, any big name that gets put out there is like Lakers.
go there? You got
And
Luka,
I'm like, brother, are you a Lakers fan?
LeBron for a year, maybe
No, absolutely not.
one more year. You got
Absolutely not.
you're gonna have
Absolutely
some
not.
some assets, and at least be competitive.
No, absolutely. I'm sorry. Nope.
I mean, no, I'm just
He's
saying if you're
secretly a Lakers
Sabonis,
fan. That's what I'm
you're
finding
not
out
going,
today.
You made what the Thunder? Thunder has the draft assets, I guess, but do they have the money? Okay, yeah. So you got Chet.
They have
You got
Chet.
good rotation
Chet.
of centers. You go to the Spurs. You what you gonna be with Wemby? You gonna work like how the Timberwolves was doing it? Like you gonna run double centers?
No. The perfect place for him to go. I got the perfect place that
The
he
Warriors.
can go to.
There you go, Warriors.
The Philadelphia 76ers. I could see the Warriors would be a really good place for him, yes. I think Philly would be a perfect place for him. Not even gonna lie. Even with Embiid plays the 5, he can play the 4. You got VJ at the 2, you got Maxey at the 1, and then their 3 is Kelly Oubre, Paul George. Every team has the money. There's no salary cap.
Is the GM smart enough to do that?
That'd be a perfect. Maybe not. Their front office is awful, but I mean that would be perfect.
Be smart enough, but they're just gonna be like, yeah, we got to keep Embiid.
No, and, you know.
Nah, it won't even be for that. It'll just be that they don't want to spend the money. That's how it always happens. If we look at what we did, we traded our sunshine just because we didn't want to pay the luxury tax.
That's very.
We traded Jared McCain. The whole point we traded is Jared McCain is because we didn't want to go over the luxury tax. You think we're gonna go over the luxury tax for like Sabonis? No, hell no. It's not gonna happen.
Maybe you could convince him to take Paul George.
we have to. We're gonna have to give up a pick
2028
to trade Paul George.
He's still got another
prescription P, man. Prescription P
plus $1 million to get paid.
Bro, it's ridiculous. We're gonna have to call up the Thunder. The Thunder will always resolve our issues. We just gotta give them a pick or two back. Embiid is fine. Bad. I don't have a problem with Embiid. The problem is prescription P. No 100%. Offense, but it's a problem. He's making way too much money and just
all offense. Fuck that. All offense. If you see this, all offense.
Yo.
Bro, so yeah, guys, fun story. Okay, I'll tell you guys a fun story about prescription P. I'm in boot camp, and it's after taps, and we're just we're talking sports and stuff. So for those that don't know, taps is after 9 o'clock. They turn the lights off, and you have to go to bed. They call it taps. You're tapping out for the day. You're waking up. You got to wake up at 05:30 tomorrow morning. Get as much sleep as you can. Shit, they might even wake us up earlier, and they might have us waking up with push-ups. Who knows? So we're up because we just don't care. We're up, we're talking, and this conversation comes up, and I'm like, "Wait, what did you guys just say?" They were like, "Yeah, I think Paul George is better than Jason Tatum." And I was like, "No way, you guys just said that, right?" And they're like, "No, Jason Tatum's so overrated." And in my head, I'm like, "How the fuck are you guys saying this right now?" And then they're like, "Who's got better handles, Paul George?" I was like, "What? Who's got a better shot, Paul George? What?" And to me, every time I'm just like, "Oh my! I can't believe these guys are saying this." Mind you, I'm the old head in basic training. Like I'm probably like the third oldest person in my training group. Mm-hmm. Dude, it was crazy that they kept saying Paul George over Jason Tatum.
You know what I think about Paul George? I think when he was in his Indiana prime. Pacers days, his years there, he was very good. Like what he did there was. It wasn't even his prime, really. I would say his prime was more when he was in the Thunder. But I feel like, I don't want to say he messed a lot of his legacy up being in the Thunder,
third MVP vote.
No.
In OKC.
After that,
with 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals per game. Yeah.
When he got hurt,
yeah.
But when he got hurt was before he went to OKC. He was still in the Pacers, but I'm saying like I feel like he I don't want to say ruined his legacy, but it's like he messed it up because of like his days in OKC. Like the whole thing with the the thing, the trash talk with Dame when he's like, "Yo, that's a bad shot" and stuff. That thing, like, it killed him when Dame even like waved them off. It hurt his legacy so bad. And then like
Yeah,
him changing teams often, and like
Mhm.
he's another one that's like hard and that's like, oh,
Yeah.
he's a bad teammate. Nobody wants to be with him. He's always getting traded and stuff. Like he's another one that's just like that as well. Unfortunately.
And then when you look that he got traded for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and 4 first-round picks or 5, I was like,
my
brother,
Lord.
brother,
What a terrible,
I mean,
terrible
and
trade.
then
brother.
and then
And
Great
like,
trade for
Sixers gave him the
OKC.
super
Fantastic
max, gave
trade
him
for
the max.
OKC.
So he's just the elite swindler, man.
Yes,
He's
sir.
an
terrible
elite
move.
hustler.
Yes,
elite
sir.
that was just a
He's
terrible
a swindler. Los, real quick, Los. I want your perspective on this. This is not off topic, it's on topic, but not on our thing on a rundown. You're a Celtics fan, so I want to know, and I want you to be as unbiased as you can. What is a bigger how do I say it? What's the word I'm looking for? What's a bigger swindle? Like, what's a bigger just like crazy trade? What OKC got for Paul George, like getting Shea Gilgeous and like all the first round picks and pick swaps and stuff, or the Celtics taking all them picks from the Brooklyn Nets?
So as unbiased as I can be, right? If you look at it, okay, you can say that the OKC one is a better swindle if you just look at it picks for picks. But then when you look at what players they got, you got to give it to the Celtics because they got 2 actual MVP candidates out of that trade in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They got a championship out of it. So did the Thunder. So, right there is like that evens it out. For the Thunder, they got J-Dub. No offense to J-Dub. He's not nowhere near Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They got Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren's a phenomenal defender. But again, another player that, in my opinion, and I could be biased, you guys could tell me if I'm wrong here, nowhere near as a competitor of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
No, he's not there yet, no.
So when you look at like what they got in terms of all the pick swaps and all the players that they got, yes, on paper they swindled more because they got more assets, they got more pick swaps and everything. But when you look at who they drafted,
they still
Jaylen
got,
Brown,
mind you, they still got like picks coming.
Yeah,
like they
do.
still got more. That's crazy.
Yes, they do. And when you look at that, you got to look at who they got afterwards. And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, to me, were like, wow, like they got both of them from Brooklyn picks, like crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's just how I see it. I don't know. So that's me trying to answer it as unbiased as possible. When you look at it on paper, just picks for picks, they got way more than we did. And like, we got a lot, don't get me wrong. But us snagging Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, that was the deciding factor, in my opinion. Just like if you look at the names that those picks became, it's going to be very hard for them to find 2 people that are better than Jaylen Brown. And
they only
Tatum.
got one more pick, by the way. The OKC, they got only one more pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say too that like that trade that you guys did with the Nets, that killed the Nets for years, as opposed to the Clippers. Like they didn't really get killed like that. I mean, they're still competent. Obviously, getting Kawhi and James Harden and Paul George. Well, Paul George was from the trade. They weren't as bad as Brooklyn. Brooklyn got killed. Like they didn't recover until they got the big 3.
Yeah.
That didn't do anything either.
I agree.
One day we got to do like a tier list of these like failed big 3s, so we could just remember these things.
And
they're
real
bad.
quick,
They're bad.
I just thought about this too. One of those Brooklyn picks ended up becoming Kyrie Irving because we traded that Brooklyn pick and Isaiah Thomas for Kyrie Irving.
Look at
so
that.
like when you look at the names that we got with our picks compared to them, I just feel like we got the better swindle. But they obviously got more picks and
I agree. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Still a big swindle for them though.
I think a better swindle would be the Lakers getting Luka Doncic. Like they didn't have to give up anything. They got a generational talent entering his, not even in his prime, entering his prime.
With this.
Entering his prime.
Oh,
Never gonna let that one go. I'm sorry. And like, cool. You guys got Luka Doncic. Congratulations. I hope it works out with you guys. You know, it is what it is. but damn, that's got to be the all timer right there. That's
Yeah.
the swindle of the century.
Do we have any other NBA top? I think we have the KD one, right? Is that the last one, or we have?
Oh man.
Is
The
there
KD
anything?
account, yes, and then I also wanted to talk about Jaylen Brown and him
Oh
wanting
yeah.
to do UFC.
Asim, I don't know. I feel like you're more versed on what the heck
man.
happened with KD. Can you explain to the people
100%.
listening and watching like what happened with KD and
yeah,
this,
so yeah,
this
during the
burner
whole All-Star
situation?
game, he's just been on his phone the whole time. And after the game, it's just tweets were leaked out. He was in like a group chat, supposedly in a group chat with people that he was cool with or knew, or people that followed him on his burner account. And he was just going absolutely insane, like psycho nuclear on the Rockets, on Russell Wilson, calling him cocaine bear triple double. He was talking about buying drones, the investment thing with the drones that he got. He was talking about the coach. Talking about Devin Booker when he was on the Suns, and the coach being Hitler and Stalin. And yeah, like yeah, he's like yeah. When he's saying like when we lose, it's on me, but when we win, it's on Devin Booker. He was talking about his own teammate Sengun, that he can't shoot, can't do was it shooter or guard. What else? He said he missed Ben Simmons because he passed him the ball. That was what he did. At least he passed him the ball. What else? Oh, he called who was the team? What's the dude's name on the Rockets? Called him retarded.
Jabari Parker Jr.
So,
bro, he said, I see it here. He's like,
yeah,
he's mentally not strong. Like what? And then somebody was like, yo, he said the Hornets got better young players than the Rockets.
Yeah.
Me on the Hornets over me on
Kevin
the Rockets.
Durant was absolutely unhinged. So like the account has been locked, his personal account and the burner account, and it's just like the evidence is clear and it's there that it was KD. So nothing has come from it yet as far as NBA wise, but everybody is talking about it. So it's not a suspension, but his teammates.
He ain't gonna get a suspension.
Yeah,
like that,
you're gonna be playing with these players that you was just talking about, allegedly. So,
hey yo,
And then Thompson needs to Draymond Green that man.
Everybody just need to gang up on him. Just hit him up, like take him in the locker room, just beat him down. Just one time, you're like, all right, we forgive you now.
Yeah, it's bad. This is not good. This is another thing again. Obviously, like you guys won't see the conference. Well, you'll probably see clips of it because Los is gonna probably post the AJ Brown discussion that we were having with Asim. The thing is, this is an example of why this is not good for a team. This does not help a team. Like this hurts a team. Like how does Sengun feel? How does like Jabari Smith Jr. feel? How does isn't Udoka the coach of the Rockets? Yeah, like so how does he feel? Like all these people are probably pissed. They're probably upset. Like you have KD, who's considered to be one of the better players of this generation, and he's talking trash like this. Like that's terrible for team chemistry. Like at this point,
AJ Brown
KD
didn't say anything about his teammates.
He gotta get traded.
He didn't say nothing about his teammates.
There's no way he can stay.
He said about the coach.
But he said about his coach. That's the thing.
But
that's the thing. So did KD. KD said about this coach. Like that's the one thing you can't be doing. You questioning their authority.
Think about
you
this
questioning
if AJ
that stuff.
AJ
like, you
Brown
can't do that.
was on, okay. all right. The
Matter of fact, y'all in the military, so that's a good example. A good example is like, imagine you talk trash about y'all commanding officer to like out on social media and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
like,
you
you know how
get in
bad that's
trouble,
about to
you
be
get
for y'all.
paperwork.
Like,
It's
y'all squad
known,
about to
but
be like
I mean,
in shambles. No, not just that,
I
but
wouldn't say
y'all
all that.
squad about to be in shambles
It-
too now. You
I'ma
like,
just
oh man.
I'm gonna just say you do that in the Navy, and you will be half
Yeah.
months. You're gonna have half pay for about like 45 to 60 days. You're gonna be stuck on the ship because you can't leave. You're gonna be on restriction. They're gonna take your liberty away. You're gonna be stuck sleeping on the ship
Yeah, you're
for
gonna
2
be
months,
reprimanded
eating
for
the
sure.
ship
Like
food for
there's
2
gonna be
months, and
repercussions
you're just
from it.
gonna be
Something like
miserable.
this is like, what are the repercussions? Is he gonna? It's gonna be up to the
You
commissioner,
might even go down a
you
couple
know,
ranks.
or what he does. But as far as the investigation, it's like nothing that's
Nah, he won't do nothing.
conclusive that it's him with the tweets. So, like, how do you even, how do you even prove that it was him?
So one thing that I would say is he's lucky that he's on the Rockets, because if my crazy ass head coach would have been called out
Oh
like
my
that,
god.
he would have been like, "Yo, look, you're not leaving this arena until you put the gloves on."
But the
And
thing is, if you had
in this little
KD,
ring right here,
if you had KD,
Yeah.
he
That Celtics
and
coach, he's out of his mind.
I promise you, Joe Mazzulla might put the hands on him, dude. Yeah, like Joe Mazzulla might beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you, Los. Your head coach is absolutely crazy. He is absolutely crazy.
Y'all see the video where like Joe Mazzulla's trying to like get to the ref, and Sam Cassell's like, "Nah, chill out." He just moves Sam Cassell like it's nothing. He's
And
like,
Sam Cassell's crazy himself. So that's how you know that Joe Mazzulla's crazy.
he was like, "Nah, ref, I'm not done with you." They have to like hold him back, and he just tosses people aside. He crazy.
That's wild.
Oh
KD,
man.
yeah,
We'll
that
see
stuff with KD
tomorrow
is crazy.
when they
We'll
play.
see what
Do
happens.
they play
But
tomorrow?
that's bad.
Well, look, I'll say-
that's hella toxic. That's hella toxic for the
I'll say
team.
this: that craziness is rubbing off on Jaylen Brown, because this man's talking about how he wants to one day fight in the UFC or in
Yep.
boxing. That craziness is rubbing off on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I have the quote right here. He said it at the All-Star Day, All-Star Media Day scrum. He said that he's been talking to Dana White. He said that he's toyed with it. He's talked to some people, and maybe the post part of my career, I would love to partake in something like UFC or even boxing. I've talked to Dana White about some stuff, but we'll see how things go on. We'll see. So he's saying that like because basketball is a contact sport, that he's interested in it. He's toyed with it.
If that's
I don't know, man. I get it, like, watching and stuff, but hey, participating in it is a different thing. That man would have to be a heavyweight because he's too big. Like he's too tall, and I mean he maybe could be a light heavyweight,
that's
but
what he
I
wants to
don't
do,
think his chances against nobody.
I say that.
Same, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Celebrity
sure
boxing, if
that's
he wants to
what
do celebrity
it'll turn out
boxing, I can
being.
see that, but MMA, no.
At
No
this
MMA,
point, like
sir.
even the young guys, these guys are training at a young age to do jujitsu. They're coming in black belts and multiple different types of martial arts. And like I bet Brown trains now, but there's just no way you're going to compete with somebody who's physically.
Yeah, he's
they're
6'6",
hungry to
222
compete.
pounds.
Yeah.
So what
Celebrity
what weight class
boxing,
is
I can see
6'6",
him do that.
222? So
He's technically a heavyweight.
He's technically heavyweight, but he'll probably have to cut to. He could probably cut to light heavy, which is 205. He'd be massive in the division because he'd be super tall.
yeah, 6'6".
Because like you say he's 6'6". Pereira's like 6'4", 6'5" ish around there, and he was light heavyweight champion. Everybody around there's like around 6'2" to 6'3" to 6'4". So he'd be big, but I don't think he ain't beating no Alex. Well, Alex wouldn't be there by the time he's on the tail of his career. But like a Yuri Prohashka,
Oh my god!
even like a Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill's got terrible stand up, but even him, he's got some power. He's got some pop in his hands. So I don't like his chances. Celebrity boxing for sure. He could do something with like some retired football player or something.
You said Aaron
They
Donald.
put him against Aaron Donald.
No.
Yeah, put them up against each other.
I mean,
You talking about power?
versus
You have to
power.
like Aaron Donald ain't got speed as well.
There you go. Speed versus power.
He has explosive
punching not
speed, but it's
explosion?
different than punching speed.
Don't it not require your legs to?
Not really.
No,
to
no,
explode?
not necessarily.
I'm pretty sure Aaron Donald uses his hands.
Nah, but what Los is trying to say is like, yeah, but Los is trying to say like it has that Aaron Donald have more pop in his shots. Like it'll actually like rock your head back and stuff, as opposed to like Jaylen Brown. Like it's just gonna be more volume.
I don't think you've seen
to,
Aaron Donald
like
like-
that pop.
Have you seen? Have you not seen the pictures?
I've seen him. He's very explosive, but I have, but what you're not, and I get it, and I'm not no shots at Asim. He is more of a casual fight fan in that spectrum. Somebody like Aaron Donald just gonna be much slower when it comes to boxing because of how much muscle he has. And yes, he's explosive when it comes to using his legs, but boxing has a very like strict rule set that he's not just gonna be able to like explode onto somebody and knock him out the way you think he's gonna have to knock him out. Like he's gonna have to set him up in a boxing
height
match.
wise,
And that's
absolutely. But I think as far as power, like. I think if he were to tag a one time, it's going to be.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Power.
That's what Los is saying. Los is saying that like Aaron Donald will have that explosive power, which is explosive power means like he has like ability to put somebody down. Like he'll sit. Yeah. He could sit Jaylen Brown down. The problem is, Jaylen Brown's going to be the quicker man. And he's going to be able to move a lot more, and he'll be able to pepper shots. And then that's the thing. That's the whole the Diaz brothers thing. That's why the Diaz brothers are so good in that aspect. They don't have the power. They don't have no one KO power, but they will pepper you with shots, and they'll be in there for a while. And I'll give it to Jaylen Brown, especially with the sport that he has. Jaylen Brown's going to have better stamina than Aaron Donald.
And like the footwork at that, I could just see Jaylen Brown like kind of like a Terrence Crawford version against Canelo Alvarez, where like those power shots, he can see them coming and he's just going to just shoulder roll or, move out the way on them, reposition himself. So he's not taking a full blunt of that power shot while he's, hitting the body, working the head. Like it's just, there's a lot of nuances when it comes to the boxing that just having power alone isn't going to get you. Like, and we see that with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was knocking people smooth, but as soon as he fought somebody who's just, excuse me, more technical.
I'm saying
the power it can't save you.
I have some agreement with what you're saying, and as far as the fighting thing, I've done boxing before, so I'm not like a super casual like non-watcher, so I know the mechanics in the game, but
I get it. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm seeing. Just the matchup, I think you're underestimating Aaron Donald. Like the capabilities, power, and I'm
he
sure
definitely has the
stamina
powers.
would be there as well. And
but you see like the discussion, like it still has you like it's like a question. You're like, all right, well, yeah, I'll be down for. You see, this is different. This is why, like, if he wants to do combat sports at the end of his career or later on in his career, so, boxing or celebrity boxing, Dana has the Zuffa boxing. That's the way to go for him. You see, like now we're talking about like he has a chance in this because we're talking about people that are like on his same level or like athletes like that. But if he's trying to do MMA and he's trying to like, oh, I'm trying to be like, UFC champion and stuff, you're out of your league. This is not going to happen. Yeah. But like that's the thing. Like we're having a discussion with him and Aaron Donald. Like I could see that. Or if he wants to box like I don't know, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, I could see that too. Like, I mean, I would give the advantage to Jake at that thing because Jake has been actually boxing and stuff. But it's still a question that you're like, oh, that'd be fun. I could see something like that, as opposed to these actual real fighters that they do this. Like Lo said, they do this for a living. They've been doing this for years. And now, like Lo said, the younger fighters, they're actually coming up and they're they're getting good in all aspects. Before it was like, oh, it's a jiu-jitsu practitioner, this is a karate practitioner. Nah, now these guys, they're good everywhere.
Yeah, like JB, you're my guy, but if you go in the UFC, you're gonna look like
Isn't that
CM Punk
Jaylen Brown
out there,
been
bro.
in the
You're
league
gonna get
for
Oh
10
my
years?
It's
God.
gonna be bad.
The crazy part. Yeah. 10
Mhm.
years.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Only
Time
29.
flies,
And he's not old yet. He's in the
29,
prime
10
of his
years in
career.
man.
in
He's
the
in
He's
his
in the
NBA.
prime.
prime of his career. Hey, we'll talk about this too before we wrap up the basketball talk. Back when Jaylen Brown got the Supermax, I remember a lot of people saying how that was just a terrible contract to give somebody like him. Now looking at it, and he has a year now, almost a year playing by himself without Jason Tatum there to, take some of the limelight. How do you guys feel about the contract and like the fact that my Celtics gave Brown and Tatum? Like we were probably the only team that has two Supermax players that, quite
It just
frankly,
ended
look
up
like they
working
just
out
deserve it.
for the both of them. It worked out with Tatum getting hurt and Brown being the guy. So it just proves that he can be the guy.
But even
Yeah.
when
Yeah, he
Tatum
can
was
take
there, he won
over.
a Finals MVP.
But it was,
He was
can
a
he take
big
over the
reason why
team,
we won those
be
games.
that guy while Tatum was out? Can they do it? And the expectations were exceeded. So, next year, either this year or next year, we'll see how everything gets reworked into how the team plays together with Tatum being back. So, but they locked in.
I would say that first of all, well deserved for Jaylen Brown to get that big contract. I think I was one of the people that when I heard it, I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot of money." I don't know about that one because at the time, Jaylen Brown wasn't the number one option on the Celtics. He's your number two option, so it's like, damn, like you gave your number two option that much. Like he's got the biggest. He's still technically still got the biggest contract extension in the NBA. But I mean, it worked out. Like Seam said, it worked out well for you guys. You guys won a championship. That's the whole reason why any of these teams are playing for. They won a chip, and Brown, he won the Finals MVP, which is the most prestigious MVP you could get. I know regular season's dope, but that Finals MVP is what matters the most, and he got it. He's an elite company with that, and he's been playing very well. This year's another great year. He doesn't have Tatum, and he's showing that he doesn't need him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're not saying this so the Celtics take Tatum off the team. It's just more showing you like, hey, I don't need Tatum here for me to, go off and lead this team to wins. As you can see, they got the second best record in the East. They're looking very well. They're going to be looking really well in the playoffs, I'm assuming. I think Tatum is coming back this season. I don't know about that.
It's
I don't know about that. Personally, I don't know about that. But I'll tell you this, Los. I don't feel as bad. I'm not bad. How can I say this? Like, I don't think that Jaylen Brown's contract is as crazy as what Jalen Brunson's contract might be in 2029 if he gets that extension. If he gets $418 million for 5 years, for 5 years, I think I might be like, I
wouldn't call
that
it crazy.
One sounds crazy.
Brunson is balling. So he is hooping.
Yeah, but it's hard.
But this is in 2029 we're talking about, bro. Like the year hasn't even come yet. He's already expected that $418 million. That's a lot. Shai Gilgeous, if it's Shai, well deserved. He already won a regular season MVP. He took his team to the finals. They won. You get what I'm saying? Well deserved. You got the finals MVP. That's well deserved. But Brunson
Do-
hasn't even gotten his
do-
team out of the second round
But
technically.
do you
No,
let
he
him
got to
go? Who are you
Eastern
gonna
Conference
get
Finals last year.
after
Oh
Brunson?
yeah, Eastern Conference.
There you
Finals.
go. So pay him the money.
No, you don't let him go. You don't have to let him go.
Give him the money.
$418 million though.
So, and that's what my thing with like some of these players, like Jalen Brunson. Yes, like you deserve that type of a contract now because of how you're playing at that time when you were up for your contract extension. But now we're talking about like, damn, am I really about to give this guy $400 million when like at the same time he's great on offense,
He's
he's
their
a
best player
massive
on the team.
liability on the defensive
So-
side of the court.
And when you look at the future, who is
Yeah.
going to be on that team? Because they're already talking about getting rid of Cat. And so
But you're
Brown-
talking about
so
he's
will
going to be
Brown.
32
Brown's
when this
gonna-
deal
Brown the same age.
is going to happen. No, when Brown signed his extension, he was younger. I'm saying Brunson
Okay.
is going to be 32 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to be paying him.
You said
when he's
29. You
36,
said
you're gonna be paying
29.
him $80 million a year. I think it's like 80.
Crazy.
No, 2029. 2029 is when the contract is going
Oh.
to be available. That extension.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot older.
He's going to be 32. He'll be 32 at that age, and he said it. He's expecting it because he took $113 million pay cut for his
Yeah.
last one. So he's like, I'm not getting. I
Yeah,
don't want a
as
pay
you
cut this
should.
time. I want my money.
Because how old is Lillard? Damian.
No, I
Lillard
get it. For
is-
him, no. For him, no. Of course,
Yeah.
if I'm
Dame is 35.
if I'm on Brunson's team, absolutely get all
Yeah.
the money you can get. I'm talking about
for
in
New
a
York,
team aspect. That's what I'm
the-
talking about.
they're in a position where it's like they don't get that many opportunities to be competitive like this in the Eastern Conference. So I feel like you keep Brunson, you will at least have a solid foundation for the team for the next 6 years. Because right now Dame is 35, and it's not like he was. Yeah. I'm saying before the Achilles injury, it's not like he wasn't still being productive on the Bucks. So
He was.
but,
Really
I mean,
a
it's
deciding
Giannis'
factor
team.
for them,
Yeah.
though.
so
No.
Giannis was.
Same thing with Brunson. You think Brunson?
No,
that's
no,
gonna be
I'm saying
Brunson's
he'll
team
still
when
be
he's
a
35, 36 years old.
productive guard, and while
But you're gonna be paying him almost $90 million for a
in the free
productive
agency
guy.
that will be the next big thing, for the Knicks.
I'm gonna tell you exactly
wouldn't
what's
take
gonna
that deal.
happen.
Who are you gonna get?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. New Yorkers will be like, "Yo, New York is literally gonna say this. He's gonna think, hey Brunson, thank you for everything you've done
my
for
gosh.
us. We're not giving you that contract extension." Brunson's gonna say he was lied to. He never wants to play in New York again. They're gonna say,
And then he's gonna
See
be
you later.
what? Like
He
where?
goes back to
like,
Dallas.
he's gonna go somewhere.
You talking about another team paying them something, and then they're gonna lose out, just like
The
just
thing
like what
is,
the
Asim-
Mavericks did. They
But
They won't be able to
let go of
offer him a
Brunson. They had
supermax.
Brunson.
But the thing is, Asim, is that yeah, but they're like, he wanted to get more money, and obviously they weren't going to give him that. And I get what you're saying, but you're looking at it now. The problem is we can't look at it now. I'm telling you to look at it in 2029, like when he's 32 years old, and you're like, yeah, he's like, I want a deal that's 5 years long, and I want 82 or $83 million per year until I'm 36 years old, 36, 37 years old. You are going to handicap your team insanely with that salary cap. And not only that, like you said, like, you're like, okay, yeah, like a Dame Lillard, but Dame is not a number one option anymore, as we can see. He's a good, probably like a third option. You're going to be paying your third option almost $90 million a year. That's that's too much, man. It's
and
way too
Asim,
much.
Asim, another thing you got to understand is how the actual money works in the NBA. If the Knicks say no, we're not giving you that contract,
Yep.
you go somewhere else, you're not getting $80 million because you're not eligible for a super
No.
max anymore. You're not eligible for a 5-year contract. You're going to get a 4-year max contract, which is roughly around the same you're making now.
4 years, and like I don't think you'll go over it because the whole thing is like all depends on like MVPs and stuff like that and all-star selections. Like I think so. Like I don't think he'll even pass like 200 million technically.
No,
It'll probably
he
be like
won't
a
be
4-year
eligible.
170 or a 4-year 180, something like that.
He won't be eligible for that type of money. Even
Yep.
if he had like he's an MVP contention, it's all going to reset. Just like Luka Doncic, he got traded. It all resets. Why? Because you have to have that MVP nod with the team that's offering you that money.
So,
If that team
Yep.
doesn't offer you that
so
money, you don't.
this
You're
is what
going
he
to
said.
get a regular
He
4-year
said,
max.
I've seen players wait and then get hurt, and then they're at the mercy of the organization. 100% I sacrificed for the team, but most importantly, I made sure my family and I are taken care of. Obviously, we'd love for them to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like I've sacrificed. So, I mean,
That means y'all gonna have to pay me. That's what he's saying.
And
I'm
if
with
they don't
Lowe's.
pay him,
I'm with
shoot,
Lowe's.
too
At
much.
that point, I tell him, "Hey, thanks for all the hopefully with it from now to 2029, they could win a chip. I doubt it, but hopefully they could get close or win a chip. If not, they're like, well, thank you for your services. See you later.
And
Yeah.
as we've seen already, there's no loyalty in sports.
No.
yeah.
And injuries can happen too, man. Look at Dame. Like we just said, Dame was one of the most healthiest players in the league, and that Achilles just tore for him too, and he hasn't been back. He just came back for the 3-point contest, and he's getting paid
but I
too.
mean,
He's getting a lot of money too.
Not anymore, because he got cut and then he had to come back. So
Because they waived. Oh yeah, they waived them. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right.
they
Technically,
should,
aren't the Bucks still paying for that? Yeah, they are.
they are, but that's separate. That's like dead
Terrible.
money.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
want
hey,
that.
look,
If I'm New York, I don't want
it's
that.
a hard thing. It's
Nope.
like
Well, look,
what you let us a game changing player leave, because you're just not going to pay him. So then what's the option after that? It's like, what do you do?
Trust your young players, and you
There's
build
no
new
guarantee
stars.
in that.
trade him.
There's no guarantee in that.
Trade
It's,
him,
it's
too.
basically like if
trade
you're
him.
in the win now competing mode, it's like not every team is going to be in a Boston Celtics situation where it's like your star player is hurt, so you work some deals out, figure it out, and kind of over exceed expectations. So 95% of the time is you trade your
trade
star
him.
player, then you're not going. It's like
Trade him at his peak, which is now. Trade him at his peak. Get as much assets as you can get.
so it'll be
Mhm.
him and
It's the sad truth of it. I know you hate that, Esteem, because you're like one of those.
Cat.
And Cat, trade them both. Yep, trade
Mhm.
them both.
Look, Asim, and no, if you're like one of those guys that you want loyalty in sports, and you're like, he deserves it, this, that, the third. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works. There's gonna be a time where like they're gonna say, "Hey, look, Brunson, you've got this far, this many times. Maybe you're just not a number one option. Maybe you are not that person that can take us over the hump to actually win the championship. You can get us, you might be able to get us there, but I just don't see you winning it there. I'm sorry.
I just don't see
We
Brunson
love
as a
you,
number
but-
one option. He's definitely a good 2 option, but not a number 1. And he's gonna get paid that much? Nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, that's how the sad truth of it. You bring Giannis to the Knicks.
I mean,
Giannis
obviously,
is the
yeah.
number one option there. You guys can say, "Oh well, Brunson's been there for X long." No, that's Giannis's team.
And
now.
we are not. If Giannis comes, forget Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson is not
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
that extension
So then
ever.
he'll have to
Ever.
go
Ever.
somewhere else.
He'll never get it. See you later. Brunson might even be part of the trade package. Who knows at that point?
Mhm. This is that one of those moments where, like, I don't know if you guys remember back talk like a couple years talking with me about this, where I'm talking like they're like superstar players. Like these are like the elite of the elite of the elite. And then you got like the right under them that like, yes, we're considered them superstars, but they're not real superstars.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I could see them being like the head of a team, but they won't be able to like just catapult their team to like, damn, like that's a championship team right there. And there's like maybe 10 or 15 of these guys in the NBA. Not even. There might be like 10, 5 to 10 in the league that could actually be like, he can carry my team to a championship. And then there's the rest of them that like, he could be a good backup option on that, like a number 2. But on his team, by himself, that team's going to be very fun to watch. They're going to be very fun to see. But when it comes time to it, they're just not making it there. And we saw that last year with them. Last year when they beat the Celtics, that was their opportunity to go to the finals and potentially beat OKC because they definitely looked beatable last year. And what happened? They lost. No offense to the Indiana Pacers and Pacers fans, that's a team that didn't look like they belonged in the finals. Everybody had New York beating them. Yes, everybody had New York beating them on paper. But then when they got to the finals, that's when Tyrese Halliburton showed, no, I'm a superstar in this league. I am that type of a player that I can catapult my team to maybe even beating a team that I'm not supposed to be beating in the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it sucks because he tore his Achilles on a Game 7.
Yep.
So we would have never actually got that answer.
Whoops. Yeah, like I said, if this was like SGA getting this extension, nobody would have a problem with it. The man well deserved it. It's the same thing with Jokic. If it's Jokic, nobody's gonna say nothing about it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like Lo said. There's different tiers, and
y'all.
Brunson's just not in that tier for him to be asking that money. Not in that tier. Not to be asking that much money. No way.
It's just like we just said. If it came down to Giannis coming to the Knicks, and they're like, all right, but we want Brunson.
To the Bucks.
I promise you, they're gonna be like, yo, Brunson,
you can have
thank you for everything. See you later.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Yeah. Then if it's like, yo, it's Brunson or bust, see you later, Brunson. They're not gonna be like, nah, we not trading him. Nah, get out of here.
I can name you like the handful of players that are like untradeable at no matter what.
Luka for the Lakers, even though he was traded, you know, obviously.
Doncic should have never been traded. So Luka for the Lakers. You got Jokic on the Nuggets.
Untouchable. SGA for the Thunder, untouchable.
SGA, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
They're untouchable. At one point, Brown could have been the one, but now untouchable.
Literally untouchable. Who else? That's 5. I can't name another one right now.
Yeah, Maxey.
Maxey for the Sixers, I think.
I could see them not wanting to trade Maxey, but if like a
Halliburton for the Pacers.
Halliburton for sure. But again, if I saw like a Giannis level player available, I'd be like, it'd be tough to part with Maxey.
No, you're not.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, yeah. Maxey
I don't think they're gonna make that mistake. They're not gonna do it. No.
If it's for Giannis,
I don't think they should.
I think they would.
For somebody like Giannis, it would be, but it's Giannis.
Maxey,
you might not ever have an opportunity to have it.
Is that it? That might be. Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama.
That might be it after that. I don't think there's anybody else.
And I will agree, Maxey's on that list. I will put Maxey on that list because that's a tough one to give up. But yeah, those 8.
I think that's it. I can't think of anybody else.
Oh, Cooper Flag. I'm not trading Cooper Flag. He's too young.
Brunson basically like
showing the promise. I'm not trading.
Brunson's basically going to be like a Kyrie, like back.
He's right under there.
Kyrie before, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That he's tradable. He's good. Like you can have him on your team and he'll help. It's not that he won't help. He'll help tremendously, but for the money that he's trying to ask for, you would think that he's like in that upper echelon, and he's not, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
and
if it was SGA, if it was Luka, Jokic, Giannis asking for this money, you're not gonna bat an eye. You're gonna be like, well deserved. That's fine, well deserved. Even a Jaylen Brown. That's what I'm saying. Like Jaylen Brown's contract back then, I was like, man, that's a lot, but he was still young too. So you're like, man, he hasn't even reached the prime of his career. This man is going to be
Yeah.
past his prime, and he's going to be making $83 million a year. That's tough, bro. That's tough. I don't know about
And to
that
even
one.
justify that, bro, you're going to need to be in the MVP discussion. You're going to need to win, take your team to a championship, win the championship, be the Finals
I don't know,
MVP of that
Yep.
championship.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of things that are going to have
It
to
just
go
be
on.
like
And you need
just-
a first team All NBA ballot for that.
Low key, as a minimum, he would have to, for me to be like he deserves that, he'd have to win at least regular season MVP and take his team to the finals. If you do that, then I'd be like, okay, at least he got this done
I feel
for
like
him
just to
to
say
get that
that
money. He
right
hasn't done
now,
it. Though.
currently, this
Yeah.
isn't Brunson's team. It's his team.
It's
so
his team.
Whose is it? It's definitely his
I don't know.
team.
To hit a point to be like, you are the face of the New York Knicks, to then be like, you about to get moved on to somewhere else. Because
Yeah, but just because you're the face doesn't mean that you deserve to get paid that much. Because I mean, who's the face of? John Morant's the face of the
John
Grizzlies
Moran is
now.
not.
It
He's
doesn't
not
mean
Brunson.
that he should get all that money.
He's not better than Brunson.
Devin Booker is the
is he
face.
better than Brunson?
Devin Booker's the face of the Suns. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'd put Brunson
So-
above Booker. What about Embiid then? Or Maxey? Embiid
Yeah,
and
you can say
Maxey.
Maxey is-
Well, you could say.
yeah.
I would say Maxey is definitely the Sixers are Maxey's team. Are you putting
It's
Brunson
close,
above
but
Maxey? Or you
right
putting?
now, I think as far as like age and
so then you say it's close.
what you call it? Just right now, like currently age and
So then, how would you feel if it was Maxey that was asking for $400 million? Would you be like, that's crazy, or would you be like,
it wouldn't
oh no,
work
that's well
now
deserved?
because of Embiid and Paul George. So it's
Exactly the point.
if the money was there.
But I'm just saying, if the
then
money
you say,
was
all right,
being,
Maxey,
if
you're
there,
the
if it was
face, you
able
are
to
our
be
guy,
given,
you're the person that we're gonna build around, and we're gonna keep you here and build around you and work towards getting this championship with you while you get paid generational money. Then as long as he keeps getting his being in the
But
MVP
again-
votes and being in All Stars and all that, and then it should be that's the reasoning behind that.
Again, you just got to remember there's no salary cap in the NBA. Like, just because they have Embiid and Paul George does not mean Maxey can't get that contract. They can get that contract.
Isn't it how much the owners
There's
have?
no-
taxes.
there's no
That's what
limit.
it was.
You're
Yeah,
just going to have to pay
it's up to
taxes.
the owner to pay.
No, it's just
Yeah.
it's just taxes. It's up to the owners if they want to pay the taxes, and that's besides the point. I think Maxey, I would personally, like, I agree with Peter. I would trade Maxey for Giannis. That's why I didn't want to put him on there. But like, it depends on how you look at it.
I would too.
Maxey is young, and like he's really good. So there might be a point where like maybe I don't want to trade him because I don't want to trade my future for a Giannis to win now mode. And that's just dependent on teams. That's why I added Cooper Flag to this conversation, because like he's super young, super promising, to a point where like, do I want to barter my future right now for Giannis, who's an older player, when I have somebody who could potentially be Giannis in the future? And I'm not saying Giannis is like athleticism wise, but he could be as dominant one day, and we already see the flashes of that.
I would trade Cooper Flag personally.
You would, no.
For Giannis,
To
I
each his
would.
own.
Or like Wemby or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for Wemby, everybody's gone. Like there's just no.
No
Wemby's
one,
young and
no
stuff.
one's untouchable for Wemby. Maybe Jokic. I think Jokic. I think I would keep Jokic. Jokic is too good. He's too good.
hmm But hey, look, that was a lot of basketball talk. I
season.
love talking basketball right now. This time of the year, post All-Star break, it's like it's just heating up, and I can't wait to see what my Celtics personally are going to be doing. Can't wait for Jason Tatum, the guy, to come back and potentially make us even more dangerous as a team that we are now. So, yeah, you guys got any last takes on basketball?
Yeah.
Me personally, I think I'm good. I think we're good with that. I'm just
tomorrow.
excited for the break to be done, so we could see, some good basketball, and we can actually make better assessments of how the playoffs are going to look.
Yeah, 100%. Moving on. UFC Fight Night. This one will be quick on this one because it's not the biggest or the best fight night card in the world, but we got some names on here. So Asim, Peter, how do you guys feel about this? You got Sean Strickland defending his number 3 rank against number 4 rank Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
I like this fight. I think it's not blatantly said because Hamza has been kind of like MIA. He's been like teasing that he wants to fight on the White House card. He wants to fight Pereira. So the not the rumor, but the thought is that Hamza is gonna go against oh man, I forgot this guy's name now. How the heck did I forget already? No. The 85er that beat Izzy, that he knocked him out. What's his name? Now I forgot his name. I feel like a noob now. Nasruddin Imavov.
It hit me the same time it hit you.
So Imavov apparently should be fighting Hamza, but Hamza is apparently boys with him. So he's like, I don't want to fight you, brother. Let them fight. He's the number 1 contender, rightfully so. Let him get his shot. But I think this is the next up, this fight. I think winner of this is the next person to fight. They're two different dudes. Personality-wise, they're kind of similar, but fighting-wise, they're definitely different. Fluffy's a tough guy. Stand-up is decent, but his ground game is really good. That submission that he got against Rodolfo. Rodolfo Vieira was crazy because Rodolfo was a big deal. Like, he was like super, like crazy in jiu-jitsu and stuff, and he submitted him when he got tired. And then the Delite submission was my submission of the year last year. That bulldog choke, just dragging him. That was crazy. He's a tough dude. But then you have Sean Strickland, who's just he's elementary with that boxing. He's got the Philly shell the whole time. He stands super tall, and he just always gets it off. His defense for takedowns and stuff is okay. It depends on who, when he fought DDP, he didn't look that good. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this might sound crazy because, a lot of people don't like Strickland. I feel like this is Strickland's fight to lose. He's got a lot of stuff in here that's to his advantage. I think that Fluffy is going to try to engage with him in the firefight. And I don't know if Fluffy could win that exchange. I think that Sean's stand-up is a little too crisp and too good for that. I think Fluffy loves the chaos, and he loves, fighting dirty and getting scrappy like that. And I don't think Sean's going to be into that. I would say Sean wins this fight by unanimous decision. I think that's what he'll get.
I'm going to go with Anthony Hernandez. Yeah.
Fluffy.
Solely because let's see, Sean Strickland had some crazy comments about the Super Bowl, about Bad Bunny not too long ago.
Yeah, he went off on
it. Pretty crazy comments indeed. I'll tell you guys, this fight's, I'm like Peter, this is a toss-up fight. I love Fluffy. I absolutely love Fluffy. I love his fighting style. I love the dirtiness, the grit. He's not gonna quit on himself. He's gonna make it. He's gonna find a way to try and win this fight. So I'm gonna pick Fluffy Hernandez to win this fight. Sean Strickland definitely again, like Peter said, the high Philly shell. He's gonna roll with a lot of punches. He's gonna play his reach advantage. I think he has the reach in this fight. Yeah, he has the 1 inch reach. I thought so. So he's going to use his reach to his advantage. He's going to just pepper the jab. He's going to try and get the decision win. I just don't know if when it gets dirty, how Strickland's gonna act. Like, I know he can fight. I know he can fight and get dirty in the boxing exchanges. But when Fluffy starts to change levels and they start rolling on the ground, because don't get it twisted, Sean Strickland, he's a savage. He can roll with the best of them. He can put up a fight with anybody. But when it gets dirty in there and Fluffy might get on top and he starts just grinding elbows on you and just making it an ugly fight, like how much hungry are you coming off you know, you were a champion, you're on the back end of your career essentially. Like, are you still hungry enough to actually fight somebody like Fluffy who wants that belt, who's hungry, who actively is saying how hungry he is? It's tough. I'm gonna pick Fluffy Hernandez to win this fight by submission again. I don't know. I love Fluffy. I love the way he fights, and he's a dog, man. He's going
He's a
find
badass. He's a badass. He's like low key, like he embodies like another Diaz brother. Like he fights just crazy, man. Like that dude is tough. He's very, very tough. I just like I said, for him, I don't think Sean's gonna finish him or nothing like that. I just think that I do agree with that. If it gets to chaos and it just starts getting crazy in there and they start getting into a firefight, I don't know, man. If Fluffy starts shooting takedowns and stuff, it's gonna be tough for Strickland to defend that.
Now,
but I do think, yeah, go ahead.
Pace, because Fluffy puts the pace on people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's going to play a factor?
I don't think so, because I just think that the jab that Strickland has is just gonna stop a lot of stuff. I feel like what Strickland did against Izzy is something that I look at and I'm like, I got impressed a lot by that, because he was able to nullify Izzy just by that one shot dropping him, and then the whole time was just peppering him with the jab and just stopping any momentum for him. And Izzy just didn't look the same in that fight. So for me, and the thing with Strickland is he's not the tallest guy in the division. He's like 6'2", but he stands tall. He's not slouched. The dude is like a stick, just straight. And he's always in the Philly shell, and he's always popping that jab. And every time I envision the fight, I just see Fluffy's head just keeps getting snapped back because of it. He's trying to start something, and here comes Sean with another jab. Boom. And then Fluffy's like, damn, now I got to reassess and stuff. I do think, yeah, and the teep as well. Yeah, I do think that as the fight goes on in the 4th and 5th rounds, I do think that Fluffy's going to try to make things a little dirtier, because I think he's a smart dude. I think he's going to see that, all right, I can't just be regular with this dude. I got to make it dirty. My question is, will he be able to snap that in time to the fight? And I don't know. That's why that's my thing. So I'm going with my safe bet. The safe bet is I just think Sean Strickland's just going to be too crisp with the boxing, with the dirty, with the Philly shell, and I just think that he's going to brisk his way to a decision.
Okay. That's the main event. Obviously, it's a fight night, so the rest of the card, not really like the biggest names are on here. You got some names. You got Jeff Neal. You got Dan Ige. You got Sergey Spivak. But they're fighting people that aren't really too known to the public. You know, Udos Medic. I can't even pronounce this guy's first name. Something Costa. So like
Melchiziel.
I can't pronounce that name. You got Ode Osborne in the print. You got Ode Osborne. Say it again.
Melquizial.
I can't say that. You got Ode Osborne fighting in the flyweight in the prelims against Alibi Idris. It should be a nice fight, but it's a fight night card. You got Jordan Leavitt. He got robbed against Paddy Pimblett. He's fighting in this card. So you got some like familiar names in here, but it's nothing crazy, and it's the precursor. Next week is the big fight, the big card. That's the one we're all excited for. So That was quick.
No,
UFC topic.
no. The week after is Moreno versus Kavanaugh. Then after that is going to be
Moreno.
Max versus.
Definitely,
Oh, you're right.
definitely interested in the Moreno fight.
Yeah, we still
That's
got
another one. Yeah, no,
I
that
do
one's
like
actually not
Moreno.
bad because you got Moreno, you got Cheeto, you got Daniel Zellberg. Like you got a nice little card.
That's
there.
a good fight. Daniel Zellhuber versus King Green. That should be crazy. I think
Bobby
Zellhuber
King Green.
Yo, King Green gonna get knocked out again, bro. I think that's crazy.
Definitely. And Cheeto Vera, how's he gonna start? Is he gonna be the statue of God? Is he gonna stand there and get beat up, or is he gonna actually come there to knock somebody out? We don't know.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's a conversation for next week. Just wanted to highlight that. We love Sean Strickland. We love Fluffy Hernandez. So I think they well deserve some time on the pod.
Yes, sir.
Something that I did want to talk with you guys about is Ronda Rousey.
Oh man,
making her
big
return.
announcement. Big announcement. Hey, it's a huge announcement though, because in case the listeners have not heard the big news, it was announced this past week that Ronda Rousey will be going up against Gina Carano in a MMA fight in LA in the Clippers home, the Intuit Dome. It's going to be a 5-round, 5-round fight at 145 pounds. So that's interesting because Ronda always used to fight in at 135. So 145, going to be changing it up. It will be on Netflix and it will not be for UFC. This is going to be MVP Promotions, which is Jake Paul's promotion. So, Los, honestly, to me, this is a big deal. The reason why it's a big deal for me is because this is something coming out that is not by the UFC. Obviously, like the UFC never really had like competition like that. You had Bellator, you have PFL, you have one championship, but they're just not on the same level as the UFC. The UFC is just obviously in its own league. The problem is that this is being aimed to be the biggest MMA event of the year, and it's going to be on Netflix, which everybody has Netflix. It's going to be free on there. You don't have to pay anything extra. That's a huge deal, huge deal, because we've seen the numbers for Canelo versus, Canelo versus, Crawford. I couldn't even think of it. That had a lot of people watching it. You had Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua on Netflix too. Bunch of people watched it. So you're talking about millions and millions and millions of people that are going to be watching this. That's big. That's big for them. And now the question comes to UFC, and especially not only them, to Paramount, the company that, paid billions of dollars. What do you do to respond to this? Like, you can't just let these people come out here and put on possibly the biggest fight of the year. You got to do something big. You have your White House event. So what are you going to do? They haven't announced anything for it. The UFC is going to have to do something big here. So I like this. They will. I like this for the sport because I feel like this is going to make the UFC be like, damn, we got to respond to this. And I feel like that's going to help them put on a bigger, more important fight than originally they were aiming for.
Yep. I think it's great. Ronda Rousey is one of the bigger names in the sport, even now. And it's good to see a different organization give it a shot at it. Again, I agree. It's aiming to be the biggest fight card of the year. But again, the UFC hasn't announced their White House card yet. And, the White House card's, in my opinion, going to top everything that we've ever seen. I think that's going to be a card that we're basically 5 title fights. Like that's how big they can make it.
Oof.
So,
what do you think of this announcement, Asim?
My bad. I had
hear us, Asim?
Yeah, so he had to use the bathroom.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man. What do you think? So, what's your thoughts on this announcement of Gina Carano going up against Ronda Rousey on Netflix?
The Netflix bag, so just off the name alone, but I think it's gonna be a straight barn burner. So I think people need to temper their expectations of 39-year-old Ronda Rousey and 43-year-old Carrano. Yeah.
At
So,
43-year-old Gina.
Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all this a question. Do you think now? Okay, so it's being aimed, like I said, it's being aimed, and they're trying to make it seem like it's going to be the biggest MMA event of the year. If
oh my god,
no, because they haven't announced any of the fights yet. That's the problem. And the thing is that a lot of people say that this might have more viewers on it because obviously a lot more people have Netflix as opposed to Paramount Plus, and that's the thing. And they were originally gonna put the White House card on CBS, but from what I heard, they're only gonna do like the prelims on CBS, only from 8 to 10. The main card is not gonna be on there. Bro, if I'm the UFC, the whole thing's gonna be on CBS now. Forget that. We're gonna put the whole thing on CBS, and you can watch it on the app too. Put as many eyeballs as you can on there. But I wanted to ask, if MVP is able to get Francis Ngannou on the card, does the card become even bigger now, or do you think 100%. That it's 100%. Right?
If they can get Francis Ngannou is still one of the. Listen, I know Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion. That man Francis never lost his belt.
No,
he's still the lineage champion in the UFC. It's been forever. We're just gonna acknowledge he never lost his belt. He gave it up because of money dispute with Dana White. He is still one of the biggest names in the sport, no matter where you fight at. Even when he was in PFL. And you know, he had to fight there. I watched this fight. I was like, he's one of those guys I just have to see fight.
That man Ngannou is 39
at 110%.
Still knocking dudes out, man.
Yeah,
the power's the last thing to leave, man. And he's in heavyweight. Randy Couture won a championship at like 43 years old or something like that, or 44 at heavyweight too. Honestly, if MVP is able to get Francis Ngannou and put him up against like Rico Verhoeven, which is like the Glory kickboxing champion, they do it in UFC, in like MMA, I mean, crazy. And I could see them trying to get Nate Diaz too, bro. If they could get Nate Diaz as well as Francis, bro, UFC might be cooked this year.
Nate Diaz
for the biggest event.
No shot. I still think the White House card is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And you know me, how I feel about the Diaz brothers. So, yeah, no. It's just.
Yeah, but name-wise, I'm saying, like, name-wise, you got Ronda, you got Gina, you got Francis,
like, think about
Nate.
it.
Oh, my Lord.
Think about it. Yeah, those are great names, but, like, what if they can get, like, Islam versus Ilia Topuria? You got Alex versus Hamzat Chimaev. Like, they can get, like, Peter Yan and Marab again. You got Alexander Volkanovski, who I guarantee would take that fight on the White House card, and he defends against like Leroy Murphy. You go to the women's weight class. You got not Valentina. You got Weili Zhang going back down and trying to get her belt back against Mackenzie Dern. You got Valentina Shevchenko
on the White House card. You imagine that? Somebody from China winning
a big name.
Like, yo, Trump don't want to see her.
That'll be a big name. They go.
She's a big name.
Oh, he's a fan of her. Okay.
And Trump is Trump is a fan. He's a fan of.
I know that.
UFC. Absolutely. He's a fan of UFC. Like he knows all the people. From, he knows all of them.
A political aspect.
It's not just going to be Americans on this card because there's a lot of great champions who aren't Americans.
So,
and like.
You said politics
in the UFC don't matter.
So I originally, not in the UFC, no, hell no. So originally, there was rumors that for the White House card, the main event was going to be Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. That Islam was not going to fight on the card; they were going to put Islam somewhere else. That Conor wasn't even going to fight on the card. They were going to do something else with Conor, and John wasn't going to fight on the card because apparently Dana said that he's unreliable. Now, with this being announced, do you think the odds are more likely that we get Conor, John, or Islam on this card? Do you think
Islam,
the odds are
yes.
better?
Islam, yes. Connor and John Jones, no. Like I said, Dana White, he doesn't care about these other promotions. He's gonna shit talk that promotion, be like, they're gonna put that on Netflix, and then he's gonna shit on it.
Honestly, I think Conor is likely because Trump's gonna have a say in this. Trump's gonna be like, I want Conor. Yeah, put Conor on there and stuff. I can see Islam. I think Islam is likely. I could see him. I think Conor is Conor's a shoe-in. I think he's definitely gonna be on the card.
Think about how big of a fight Ilya and Islam would be.
Huge
Two
fight.
basically undefeated guys undefeated on a win streak. Even though we've seen Islam get knocked out, but still, like, he's on a crazy win streak. That would be the biggest fight in the history of the UFC, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you still want to get like eyeballs and stuff, and like the casual fan. I mean, they do know who Ilya is because Ilya's been knocking dudes out, so I'll give him that. But and in Islam, now that I think about it, the casual will know these people because Islam is Habib's like protege. So you're like, oh yeah. But I still think that they're gonna be like, you know what, we gotta put Conor or John, and I feel like Conor would probably be the one.
Imagine they do like Alex and Hamzat. Hamzat's already a megastar, and Alex is a megastar.
That's a crazy one. That's a crazy.
You know what I mean? Like
huge.
They can put fights on there that could just be like, bro, what did the UFC just do?
You don't think John at all in the White House? You just don't see it.
I just don't. I think Dana White's had enough with John.
Wait.
Yeah.
And at this point, John, you're retired, John. Like, you're done.
I don't even think McGregor's gonna be.
Like, you had your chance, and that's it.
I don't know why y'all think he.
I don't either.
Asim, let me ask you something, Asim. Since you're like, I don't want to say like you're casual, but you're the person that like maybe doesn't know, like, out of the three of us, like the least amount of the MMA stuff. If you have a card, it has Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, Francis Ngannou, and Nate Diaz versus Ilia Topuria, Islam Makhachev, and Conor McGregor. Which one are you more likely to want to watch?
The Ilya and Kamsa. Yeah, Ilya one.
Yeah, because it's more.
I'm not trying to see
because it's like actual
like
competitive
past retired
to these
past their prime, trying to fight one last time at the White House because their name has star power. Like, you just
not just that. Like, you got to think. In my opinion, Ilya is the modern Conor McGregor.
He's better than Conor.
He is. He's better, but he's the modern Conor McGregor. Like, he's
I
calling
get you,
his shot. He said, hey, I'm going to knock Charles out in the first round. I don't even have to hunt this guy. He's going to come to me, and it's going to be devastating. And when it happened, oh, my God, was it devastating. Like,
he said he was going to be the first one to knock out Max, and he did.
Devastating one. When he knocked Max out, Max even said he wasn't there for a solid couple seconds. He was out.
With Volkanovski, he said, I'm gonna knock him out too, and he knocked him out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude has been doing his run right now. That 3-fight run is insane. Like,
3, how about out 5?
No. But I'm saying, like, his 3-fight run may be the greatest 3-fight run of all time. Like, it's ridiculous. He knocked out Volk, knocking out Max,
like the goats of
Charles.
the UFC.
Honestly,
like,
to me, it goes far into that, like, 5 or 6 fight. Because, all right, look, his 6th fight, Jai Herbert, he ended Jai Herbert.
First of all, hey, I ain't gonna lie. At first, he was in trouble. He almost got knocked out. And he went up. This is when he went up. He went to 155. He went up in weight. but he killed Jai Herbert. He lifted him off of the ground with the punch that he gave him.
Yeah.
That was a devastating knockout.
That was, and then after that, what he did to Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell at the time was undefeated.
Dominated him.
Like he ragdolled him to the floor and then
Yep. And
arm
submitted him.
triangled him.
Yep.
And
Submitted him.
what was he known for was being a
Submission.
submission master. Then after that, you go up. You fight Josh
Emmett. He beat the brakes off of him. That
Like
was
Josh
the
Emmett
decision.
did yeah.
But he beat the brakes off of Josh Emmett.
Yeah. And then he knocks out Volk, Max, and Charles. That 6-fight run right there is insane. If you look at like how he finished the people and like what he did.
I'm just saying, name wise, that 3-fight run, name wise, and method of victory, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then to make a point too, look at Islam. Look what Islam's done. Islam's been dominating everybody at 155. The man goes up to 170, dominates JDM in there too.
Made him cry.
Made him cry, bro. You're talking about this would be the biggest MMA fight of all time, in my opinion. Islam
100%.
versus Ilya, no question about it. And Islam, I don't know if you guys saw, Islam did say in the interview, he said that he is down for the fight. He said, "This is what everybody wants. I'm down for it. Let's do it at the White House." And Ilya's been calling for it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't gonna lie, Uncle Dana, you just got Netflix out here trying to play with you and be like, oh, this and that. The best thing you could do is be like, all right, White House card. Sorry, Justin, we'll put you to the side for now. Or just if you're gonna make Ilya go up to fight Islam, then make Ilya vacate, because that's what you've been doing to everybody. That's what they've been doing, though. I'm saying that's what they've been doing.
The White House card is a special occasion. You don't got to vacate. I want to see him be announced the light heavyweight champion, the undisputed light heavyweight champion versus the undisputed welterweight champion at whatever weight class they're gonna do it in, and let's see a brawl. Like, I'm sorry, guys, this is the White House card.
But I'm saying, like, just put Justin to the side, be like, yo, Justin, here, like, go over there. Here's a couple bucks. And make this fight. This 100%. Is the biggest fight you can make. I'm a big John Jones fan, and I would love to see Jones versus Pereira, but this fight is the biggest fight you can make. There's nothing bigger than this. I don't care about Conor. I don't care about John. This is the biggest fight you can make. You need to make this fight.
Yep, 100%. So, since we're running out of time on today's episode, we're about to push 2 hours. I did want to talk about a couple of other things, but instead what I'm going to do is, because they are wrestling things, I want to just give you guys a moment to know about us. So, Peter and Asim, I'll start with you, Asim. Who is your all-time favorite wrestler, and what is your favorite wrestling moment? And if you can't give me a number one, you can give me a top 3.
That's my all-time favorite wrestler. It's gotta be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite wrestling moment.
And what's
it
your
wasn't
favorite
from Stone Cold, but definitely from memory. Was it Randy Orton at WrestleMania? Where he like did an RKO off of like a ladder or something like that. It was crazy. It was like climbing up a ladder. And he was like running and climb up a ladder, and then he did the RKO off the ladder. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. In the air.
Okay. Peter?
So for me, I have obviously I have my GOAT when I was younger, and then my GOAT modern time now, obviously, because I feel like maybe not Los, 'cause I feel like Los been watching wrestling. Like, I feel like you watch wrestling all the time, but I had a time where I stopped. I stopped watching wrestling for a long time. I ain't gonna lie, the PG era, I never watched it. I didn't watch the PG
I thugged
era.
it out, so you're not wrong. I thugged that shit out.
Yeah, I knew it. So obviously, like, my mom liked wrestling. Crazy enough, my mom is like a tomboy. She loves baseball, basketball, and she loved wrestling. And her favorite wrestler was Stone Cold, and she liked The Rock and stuff. But Stone Cold was her favorite. So my favorite when I was younger was obviously Stone Cold as well, because my mom showed me all the matches of him and The Rock and his feud with Vince McMahon. Obviously, one of the greatest feuds of all time, if not the greatest, just because of what it created with the Attitude Era. But like I said, now watching wrestling, starting like I think I started watching wrestling again like 10 years ago. So like now, obviously, you start to see other people. You got to see like a Daniel Bryan, a CM Punk, a Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, people like this. So my modern goal is Roman Reigns because of the storylines that man has been able to do, the character change that he did from being the big dog that everyone hated. He was a baby face. He was supposed to be good. Vince was trying to shove him down everybody's throat, and the fans were hating him. They just didn't want it because the fans don't like when you are forcing something on them.
Yep.
And then his character changed to become the tribal chief. Incredible, making the bloodline story, which is it could be the greatest storyline of all time. So to me, my modern GOAT now is Roman. I feel like my all-time GOAT is Stone Cold because I have so many great memories like with my mom and seeing him when I was younger. And that goes to my favorite wrestling moment, which is from my favorite match of all time that a lot of people do not like. This is a match that is not liked. It's hated because of the heel turn and what came from it. But honestly, my favorite moment is when Stone Cold Steve Austin went up against The Rock, WrestleMania 17, I believe it was, or maybe it was 18. I think it was 7. It might have been 17. When Stone Cold, bloodied, crazy, super bloody, gets Vince McMahon's help. Vince McMahon comes over, gives him the chair. He starts beating up The Rock with it, and he pins him 1, 2, 3, and he shakes The Rock's Vince McMahon's hand. I'll never forget that day because that call that JR did, Jim Ross, whoa. To me, it's the greatest call of all time. He said, Stone Cold is shaking the hand with Satan himself.
Yep.
Love that call. And I remember I was crying. I was just like, no, why was Stone Cold side with Vince? I will never forget that day. I will never forget that match. I will never forget that freaking handshake. Stone Cold bloody, super bloody, and Vince with his gear because he was in a street fight match with Shane that same night and he lost. I'll never forget that day, that handshake, that call, bro. To me, I get it. A lot of people hate it because Stone Cold's heel run was not really that good afterwards. That moment to me is just like it's a chef's kiss.
100%. Real quick, guys. So the RKO that Asim was referring to, WrestleMania 23 against CM Punk. It was he was about to climb the ladder. Punk hits him in the back with the ladder, climbs up it. Randy climbs up the ladder, kind of like sprints up there, grabs him, and then RKO's him off the ladder. It's a pretty good one right there. It's not, in my opinion, not one of his best RKOs, but it is 23? A really good one. I'm not sure if that's the one you were talking about, but that's the one that came to my mind.
This was,
it was WrestleMania 23.
Newer than that.
Newer than that.
By the way, real quick, just to give a quick thing to that, I think his greatest RKO might be the one that he did to Seth Rollins. I think that was at WrestleMania as well. The one that
Seth Rollins,
the curb stop.
That was the one. Not a ladder.
Bro, what a RKO! What a RKO!
That is a great RKO. My personal favorite RKO, I have two. The one on Evan Bourne when he's doing his moonsault and just catches him, boom. But there's one before that, like, in my opinion, only the real hardcores would remember this. It was against RVD, and he catches him for an RKO, and RKO he spikes on the top of his head and just
Oh,
lands
yeah,
forward,
yeah.
and it looked like
Mhm.
Randy like broke this man's neck. I was like, oh my goodness.
I do
Yeah,
remember that one. Yeah, that is a good RKO. RVD was just a great seller. Like he
yeah.
was so good at selling.
For me, guys, I'll give you guys. So you guys already saw it last week. Well, you guys didn't see it because I didn't get to put the episode up because the audio's messed up. My personal favorite wrestler of all time is Jeff Hardy. Um, let's see if I can find these real quick. I have two DVDs from when I was growing up that when I got to meet Jeff Hardy, I got them signed. Yeah, I can't find it at the moment. I don't really want to look too long for it. So yeah, I got two of my DVDs signed by Jeff Hardy: the Twist of Fate DVD, um, and the which is the Matt and Jeff Hardy story, and then the Charismatic Enigma DVD, the three disc set. I got them signed, so that was great to see. Jeff Hardy is my all time favorite wrestler. Um, on top of that, I got to add Kurt Angle as my second. Or no, he's my third all-time favorite wrestler, and AJ Styles
Fantastic.
is my second all-time favorite wrestler. Kurt Angle, he just like he could just sell, and like his wrestling matches were perfect, like pure perfection. It didn't matter who he wrestled; he made them look phenomenal. He could sell for them, and then he just made them look great when he was performing moves on them. Like he's so good at what he does, which then goes into my favorite wrestling moments. I have two of them because like I said, I'm just a fanatic. I've been watching it for so long. My favorite match of all time, WrestleMania 17, Jeff Hardy holding on to the tag team titles. Edge spears him from the fucking belts all the way to the ground. Just wow. To this day, I'll never forget where I was, how I felt. I got up and I thought Jeff died. I said, "Wow, he's dead. That is a dead man right there." Wow. Second favorite moment is think it was Stone Cold. He came out with the milk truck and he just carried everybody in the milk.
No, he came out in the beer truck. Kurt
Okay.
came out in the milk truck. He did the same thing to them.
Yes. Gold. Both of those moments are absolute gold mines.
Yes.
For current wrestlers, I gotta say my favorite current wrestler isn't even in WWE because I love Roman, but my current favorite wrestler is in AEW. It's the man Maxwell Jacob Friedman. That man can cut promos for days. Like I can talk about wrestling forever. I love wrestling.
His match, his wrestling is very good now too.
Mhm.
His match that he had with Mystico in CMLL, that match was really good. He's been doing he got jacked too after his injury, man. That dude's in great shape. He's been doing good.
Dude, I found it hilarious when I don't know if you got the chance to watch the video I sent in the group chat a couple days ago.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you call that move where you just run up and then he cuts the guy off and he's like, I had to think of the most like disrespectful thing to do to somebody, and he just runs up, puts his penis in your face and just smacks you with it to the ground. And he said he calls it the bris, and it's a Hebrew meaning. I have no idea what it means, but that just had me dying because he said, for those that know, that's the most humiliating, demeaning thing you could do to somebody, and he called it the bris. Gold. The man is pure gold. And if you didn't get to watch the promo with Zilla again for Zilla Fatu, he came at the entire bloodline. Listen, gold.
Yeah, that
Gold. Look, Tony Khan, you give him as much money as he needs. You keep him in AEW and you keep him happy. And matter of fact, you keep him as champion for a while because he is pure gold on the microphone.
Yeah, I don't think he's losing that belt anytime soon. I feel like if he does lose it, I only see him losing it to one person. I don't think you'll like who he'll lose it to, but it's just because he's owed it, you know.
And who's that?
Darby Allin.
No shot.
I'm telling you, bro. He was supposed to win it before, but then he went on. He climbed Mount Everest, so the plans changed. They gave it back to Hangman because of that. It was supposed to be Darby.
Yep, but no shot. No, he's not winning it.
No, say that.
With that being said, guys, thanks for watching this episode. Do you guys have any last thing you want to say to fans?
Me personally, I want to say that I'm happy that we're talking about wrestling on here because you guys aren't able to see it, hear it because of the episode not coming out. So I'll say it again. I just feel like right now the time for wrestling, the time to watch wrestling it's like the perfect time right now. You have multiple organizations that are doing big things, not just WWE. WWE does have some good things going for it. Me and Los were talking earlier that they have been a little stale with some stuff. But WrestleMania is around the corner, so you can expect some big matches being announced and being kind of teased. But AEW has been doing some of its best work now. Obviously, having MJF as champion really helps because he's the best thing in AEW. I just said CMLL. AAA's doing some good matches. TNA's been doing some decent stuff too. So you have a lot of these wrestling organizations that are trying to essentially kind of bring that love back for wrestling. And right now, because of social media, because it's not really like embarrassing anymore to be like, oh, I'll watch wrestling. And, oh, what the heck, that's fake or whatever. It's on ESPN. WWE's on ESPN now. You get me? So like times have changed. So now's a great time to get back into wrestling. You can find these characters that you are into. You can find, if you're into you're like, I don't care about character work, I want to see matches. Trust me, there's a lot of 5-star matches out there that you've been missing out on that you haven't seen. Yep. So I feel like now I would love to make a seem a believer in some of these things. Who knows? Maybe no, but like you can watch AEW pay-per-view, bro, because AEW puts on crazy good pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. The weekly TV stuff is okay, but their pay-per-views are top-notch. They are always top-notch. Mm-hmm. So we gotta get you into that. Maybe see some matches on CMLL, like I said, New Japan Pro Wrestling too.
I know the pay-per-views are gonna be good. I just like the lore behind it. I don't want to just watch the pay-per-views and not have not have the storylines behind.
There's some good storylines
build up to it.
Honestly, okay. I'll be honest with you. In AEW, you don't really need some of the storylines. Sometimes, only like for the main event, you could get sometimes, but most of the time you don't need it. Like AEW is known to just. The storylines, but the matches are 5-star.
Some heat too. So
and look, I
know Japan has some.
New Japan is crazy.
This is something that I was about to say too with New Japan. Everybody thinks AJ Styles done, that he's hanging it up for good. I could see AJ Styles going to New Japan for one more match. He has unfinished business with Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. They turned on him, and I could see him like, hey. Him and AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, AJ Styles one more time in the Tokyo Dome. That'd be great to see. And then him retiring at TNA Pro Wrestling, winning one more time the TNA World title, calling it a career there.
I can see that. He's the king of TNA. He's what made TNA popular. I can see him definitely retiring TNA. I do think he's got some unfinished business with Omega and Ospreay too. If Ospreay comes back, he's out right now with the neck injury, but if he could come back in time, I could see him maybe do something with Ospreay too.
And real quick, just on that topic, since he called him the king of TNA, he is the king of TNA to a sense because yes, he's the reason he put TNA on the map with the X Division. For those that don't know, like Asim, I don't think you know, go back. You want to see a great match? Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Ultimate X.
Yeah, you got it. So just start.
I gotta watch it.
Another top tier wrestling matches, so I can just watch it while I'm. Yeah.
Look, I will send them in the chat.
Hold on. If you want to see the very best, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta watch Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. They have 4 matches. When I tell you that those 4 matches are incredible, they are, but they're long. They're like an hour each, except for the third match. The third match is only 30 minutes because they have a time limit. The 4th match is like an hour and a half of like them wrestling. Like it's 2 out of 3 falls. That's incredible. But I am gonna watch the one that Lowe said because I haven't watched that one. I watched the original triple threat match and I love it. So and Lowe said that this one's even better. So I do want to watch this one.
TNA has some bangers. You got Kurt Angle when he was in TNA.
I had a
was
feeling you
beast.
were gonna say he's actually like
You know,
the
you know what I got
He
pulled
put
up right
TNA
now?
on
I
a
got
different level when he got there.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, I
and
knew you was
Jay
gonna say
Lethal
that.
doing the wool off. I remember this so well when they just going back and forth. Just,
Yo, that is hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I had a feeling you were gonna say Kurt because Kurt was the first, like, not the first, but like he was like the biggest free agent signing that TNA ever had, and he like Perk Angle, bro. That's where Perk Angle was born. Perk Angle, baby.
He put on some crazy matches there, dude. Like some crazy matches, and like that's why I said he's in my top 3 all time because vividly, even in WWE, I'll send them to you guys. I know so many matches with Kurt Angle that are just like, bro, like how is this such a good match?
That match with Shawn Michaels that he had was really
WrestleMania.
Good. Yeah, it was really good.
Yep.
His match with Shane McMahon and King of the Ring.
Yep, great.
Amazing. Amazing.
And Kurt's one of those guys, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Like he is so good. Like he is such a good wrestler.
His match with Brock at WrestleMania was amazing too. Mm-hmm. The one that Brock did the shooting star press and got a concussion. That match was great.
And I used to love it, dude, when he was a great face, he was a great heel, and he used to just walk around like, I won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Like, I love it. I love it. He's just that good.
Yeah, he was really good. One of these days we gotta do like our underrated wrestlers, because there's a lot that people don't really know about or really focus on, and they're like, "Yo,
somebody like Bobby Lashley or something.
If only you knew, that guy is a beast."
He said he's not underrated.
Nah, no way. No. Somebody like who's a good underrated wrestler? Like oh man, I'm trying to think. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like we have to think about it because like on the spot, like low key like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is an underrated wrestler. A lot of people don't give him a lot of respect and stuff. That guy puts on some really good matches. Yeah. I feel like he's up there. And
man, Seth Rollins just got a
Tommaso Ciampa.
With
Hangman Page, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole. Adam Cole's an underrated wrestler too.
Mm-hmm.
All them NXT guys, Andrade back in the day,
Seth Rollins
really amazing. There's a lot of people, bro.
Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher is really good. The prodigy.
That's fine.
I said Seth Rollins just did an interview with Shannon Sharp.
What'd you say, Asim?
Today.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, he talked about like his dad. Like he said that he talked to his dad only once in his life and then never talked to him again. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. Yeah, Seth is dope. Glad he's getting a lot of respect.
Wrestling is something that like I love and I've always wanted to do, and I just, oh my goodness, dude, I can go for hours. One thing that I definitely want to do with you guys one day, maybe we can do that over the weekend if we got time and we're free. I'll put on a wrestling match for you guys and then record on live faces, dude.
Yes, we got to do that.
Because I got so many good matches, dude. Have you guys ever seen? Well, you might have seen because it's popular, but that Armageddon Hell in a Cell match,
the 6-man one, yeah. The one
that's such a good one.
Nah, I don't think Asim watched that. Asim, you never watched that match, did you? The one Rikishi was in, the Hell in a Cell match. It was like Rikishi, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, The Rock. I forgot who else was in it. It was like one other person.
I might have.
Rikishi got thrown off the cage.
This was in, you said 2000?
That match is really good too, yeah.
You know what?
It was old.
It's older, yeah. It's like,
because I think I started like
I got so many matches, dude.
Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. That's an underrated match.
Yeah.
That match is really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of matches. Honestly,
Kurt Angle versus Undertaker, dude. Such a good match.
Yeah. Oh man, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, both WrestleMania matches. Seem got watch them too.
Yeah, I think I have to
we got a lot of
fill
stuff
in the blanks of when I started. and was fully in and invested. It was because I remember
We
it
should
was
definitely
like
do that,
when I was
Los,
in
by the way.
middle
That'd be
school.
perfect.
This
When I
weekend,
started, I
whenever
think it
you
was
guys
like
got time.
2006, 2007, or something like that. Yeah.
Low-key, Asim, Los, you know what you should do? That triple threat match you said, we shouldn't watch it until that. We should watch, if we do it this weekend, we should watch it then.
Yeah, man,
I'll
I'm down.
blind it. I'm
Oh,
not
that's
gonna watch
coming
it.
up.
I'll
I'm down.
blind react to it.
Like I said, I'm in a walking
Oh,
boot
okay.
right now, so I won't even. Be
No.
able to
These are
react.
stuff in the past, like crazy matches. Like
Yeah, we can do the share screen. I can
Absolutely.
record y'all instant react because I'm telling you, there are moments in that match, dude, where you're just like, there's no freaking way.
yeah, I'm down. I am down. I'm definitely down.
Hey, guys, you
Love
guys
it.
see it. We got a lot of things coming in store for you guys. A lot of things that we are planning.
Yep.
I'm Carlos. You got Asim. You got Peter here. Headphones and highlights. And like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think
Yeah.
about that intro that my guy Peter made for us.
Peace out, man.